Have you ever wondered how some people manage to stay grounded even when life seems to throw its worst at them? Imagine having the ability to face criticism, failure, and conflict without letting your inner peace fade. Picture yourself walking through the world with the serenity of a Stoic, while emotional storms rage around you but never touch your core. Today, you'll not only discover how to achieve this, but also why mastering this skill makes you virtually unbreakable in the face of adversity. Through the lessons you're about to explore, you'll learn how to turn the stones life throws at you into the foundation of something extraordinary. You'll see every challenge as an opportunity for growth and cultivate the calmness that lets you see beyond the chaos. This isn't empty theory, it's a way of life, strengthened by discipline, reflection, and the pursuit of a higher purpose. If you're ready to take this step, it won't just transform your relationship with the world, it'll change how you see yourself. Before we continue, I want to invite you to a symbolic commitment. If you're ready to start building your inner fortress, write in the comments, "Nothing will affect me." Do it now, and let this simple phrase become the first brick of your unshakable foundation. Ready to begin? Let's start with the first principle. 1. If they give you stones, build your empire. Life is rarely kind. There will be moments when people, circumstances, or even your own mistakes seem to throw stones in your path. These stones may come in the form of criticism, rejection, failure, or outright betrayal. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to get caught in the pain of the moment and ask, "Why me?" But here's a truth most people overlook. Those stones are not meant to stop you, they're meant to help you grow. Every criticism, every obstacle, and every hardship carries the potential to teach you something. These challenges, no matter how painful, are the raw materials of greatness. The question is, will you let them weigh you down, or will you use them to build your empire? When someone insults you or underestimates your abilities, it's not truly about you. Often, their words are a reflection of their insecurities, fears, or frustrations. It's as if they're trying to offload their own emotional burdens onto you. But here's the secret. You don't have to carry their negativity. Instead, you can choose to use their words as motivation, as bricks to fortify your inner foundation. Think about every time someone told you that you couldn't achieve something. How did that make you feel? If you're honest, it probably stung. But now, imagine taking those moments and turning them into fuel. Let every no become a reason to say yes to yourself. Let every doubt cast upon you be the reason you rise above and prove what's possible. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. When life throws a stone at you, you have two choices. Let it hit you and knock you down, or catch it, study it, and use it to build something extraordinary. Imagine that each stone represents an opportunity, a chance to build a wall that shields you from future harm, a staircase that takes you to greater heights, or even a platform that lets you see the world with fresh perspective. The key is to stop viewing obstacles as personal attacks and start seeing them as tools for growth. When someone criticizes you, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Not all criticism is fair, and not all of it deserves your attention, but even unfair comments can teach you about resilience, patience, and grace. This shift in perspective requires practice. It's natural to feel hurt or defensive when faced with negativity, but each time you resist the urge to react emotionally, you become stronger. Over time, you'll notice that the things that once bothered you lose their power. You'll no longer see obstacles as threats, but as opportunities to sharpen your skills, strengthen your character, and build your empire. Remember, no empire is built without effort. The greatest structures in history were erected brick by brick, often under the harshest conditions. Similarly, your success will be built stone by stone, using the very challenges life throws your way. With each step, you'll become more resilient, more focused, and more unstoppable. So, the next time life hands you a stone, don't complain about it. Pick it up, place it carefully, and keep building, because the size of your empire is determined not by the number of stones thrown at you, but by how many you choose to use. Act as if nothing affects you. Have you ever been in a situation where someone's words or actions ignited a fire of anger or frustration inside you? Perhaps it was a passing comment, a disapproving glance, or an outright insult. Before you knew it, your peace was gone, replaced by the burning need to react. Now, imagine a different scenario. Imagine that same situation unfolding, but instead of reacting, you remain calm and composed, as if nothing has the power to affect you. This is the essence of emotional control. Acting as if nothing affects you is not about suppressing your emotions or pretending problems don't exist. Instead, it's about mastering the ability to remain unshaken, no matter what happens around you. It's about reclaiming your power from external circumstances and choosing how you respond. At the heart of this principle is a fundamental truth. What happens outside of you doesn't determine your peace. How you interpret and respond to it does. Life is full of triggers, from rude comments to unforeseen setbacks. But none of these have the power to disturb your peace unless you allow them to. This is the core teaching of Stoicism. Your mind is your fortress, and you are its gatekeeper. Picture your mind as a grand, unyielding wall. No matter how hard the winds of life blow, no matter how fierce the storm, the wall remains steady. This is the level of strength you can cultivate when you learn to act as if nothing affects you. Acting unaffected doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means refusing to give external events the power to control your inner state. When someone insults you, for instance, their words are nothing more than sound waves in the air. It's your interpretation of those words that gives them meaning. The choice lies in your hands. Will you let them pierce your peace, or will you let them bounce off your unshakable wall? To master this skill, start with awareness. The next time you feel triggered, pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, does this really deserve my energy? Will reacting to this serve me? More often than not, the answer will be no. It's also essential to practice perspective. Most provocations are fleeting. They won't matter in a week, a month, or a year. When you step back and view the situation from this broader lens, you'll realize how insignificant most triggers truly are. Over time, as you refine this practice, people will notice something different about you. Your calmness will stand out in a world addicted to overreaction. You'll become a person others look to for stability, someone whose presence alone brings peace. This composure will not only transform how others perceive you, but also how you perceive yourself. True strength isn't about dominating others or winning every argument. It's about mastering yourself. When you act as if nothing affects you, you're telling the world, I am in control of my peace. I decide how I feel, not you, not the situation, and not the chaos around me. So the next time life tests you, remember, your calmness is your power. By acting as if nothing affects you, you reclaim your energy, protect your peace, and send a message to the world that nothing absolutely nothing can shake your core. 3. The power of emotional detachment. Emotions are an integral part of being human. They bring color to our experiences, deepen our connections, and guide us in our decision-making. However, when emotions go unchecked, they can also trap us in cycles of reactivity, stress, and regret. Emotional detachment is not about suppressing your feelings or becoming indifferent. It's about mastering the ability to observe your emotions without being controlled by them. Imagine your emotions as waves in the ocean. If you wade in without understanding their strength, you risk being swept away, losing your footing with each surge. But if you stand on the shore, observing the waves as they come and go, you gain a perspective that allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This is the essence of emotional detachment, learning to step back, watch, and act with clarity. The Stoics and Buddhists both emphasize a profound truth. You are not your emotions. Emotions are fleeting experiences, like clouds passing through the sky. Some are light and fluffy, while others are dark and heavy. But none of them define you, and none of them stay forever. You are the sky, not the clouds. You are the observer, not the experience. Cultivating emotional detachment begins with awareness. When you feel anger, sadness, or anxiety rising, pause. Instead of reacting immediately, acknowledge the feeling and name it. I am feeling angry, or I am feeling anxious. This simple act of labeling your emotions creates a mental distance between you and the feeling. It reminds you that you are not the emotion. You are the one experiencing it. Once you've acknowledged the emotion, ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Is this reaction proportionate to the situation? Is it within my control? These questions help you dissect the emotion and understand its root. More often than not, you'll find that the intensity of your feelings stems from how you're interpreting the situation, not the situation itself. Practicing emotional detachment doesn't mean you ignore your emotions or refuse to feel them. Instead, it allows you to experience emotions fully without being dominated by them. For example, when faced with criticism, instead of letting anger take over, you can observe your reaction and choose a calm, measured response. This not only protects your peace, but also prevents unnecessary conflict. Over time, this practice builds resilience. Situations that once triggered strong emotional reactions will lose their power over you. You'll find yourself responding with calm, clarity, and confidence, no matter how chaotic the circumstances. Emotional detachment becomes your shield, protecting you from being a prisoner of fleeting feelings. The beauty of emotional detachment is its transformative effect on your relationships. When you're no longer controlled by your emotions, you become a better communicator, a more empathetic listener, and a more reliable presence for those around you. People are drawn to the stability and wisdom of someone who can remain calm amidst emotional storms. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by an emotion, remember this: emotions are temporary visitors. You can welcome them, acknowledge their presence, and let them pass without letting them control your actions. With practice, emotional detachment will empower you to live with greater peace, purpose, and freedom. 4. Calm is not weakness. It's your secret weapon. In a world that glorifies loudness and aggression, calmness is often mistaken for weakness. But nothing could be further from the truth. Calmness is not passivity. It is power in its purest form. When chaos erupts around you, the person who can stay calm holds the real advantage. Calmness allows you to think clearly, act decisively, and navigate conflicts with precision. It is your secret weapon in a world filled with noise and confusion. Think about the last time you witnessed a heated argument. One person may have raised their voice, trying to dominate the conversation, while the other remained composed. Who had the upper hand? It wasn't the loudest person, it was the one who maintained their calm. This is the power of calmness. It disarms aggression, de-escalates tension, and commands respect without a single word. Calmness begins with control. When you're calm, you're not driven by impulse or emotion. Instead, you have the clarity to assess the situation objectively and make decisions based on reason rather than reaction. This gives you a strategic edge in any scenario, whether it's a workplace conflict, a family dispute, or a personal challenge. One of the most profound aspects of calmness is its ripple effect. When you remain calm in a high-stress situation, your energy influences those around you. It's as if your stillness acts as an anchor, stabilizing the environment and inspiring others to mirror your composure. This is why calm leaders are so effective. They create a sense of safety and focus, even in the face of adversity. Practicing calmness requires self-awareness and discipline. When you feel your emotions rising, take a moment to pause and breathe. Remind yourself that reacting impulsively will only feed the chaos. Instead, visualize yourself as a sturdy oak tree in the middle of a storm. The wind may whip through your branches, but your roots are unshaken. You don't need to fight the storm. You just need to stand firm. Calmness is not about ignoring your emotions or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about choosing how you respond. When someone provokes you, staying calm sends a clear message. I am in control, not you. This quiet confidence often has a greater impact than any argument or defensive reaction. In moments of chaos, calmness allows you to see the bigger picture. It gives you the clarity to prioritize what truly matters and avoid getting lost in trivial distractions. This perspective is invaluable, especially when others are losing their heads. Your calmness becomes a beacon of strength, showing others that there's a way forward. Over time, calmness becomes a habit, a default state that protects your peace and enhances your effectiveness. You'll find that situations that once rattled you no longer hold the same power. Instead, you'll approach life's challenges with a sense of steadiness that others will admire and aspire to emulate. So, the next time someone tells you that calmness is weakness, smile and let your actions prove them wrong. Your calmness is your greatest strength, your sharpest tool, and your most reliable ally. Wield it wisely, and you'll find that nothing, not even the fiercest storm, can shake your foundation. 5. You will lose, be tested, but never fall. Life is not a straight path to success. It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected obstacles that can make you feel like you're losing ground. There will be times when you face setbacks, lose opportunities, or endure failures that shake your confidence. But here's the truth. Losing doesn't mean failing. It's how you choose to respond to those moments that defines whether you stay down or rise stronger. Loss is inevitable. You will lose people, moments, and opportunities you thought were secure. It will hurt, and there's no denying that. But loss is not the end. It's a stepping stone to growth. The Stoics understood this well, teaching that life's trials are not meant to destroy you, but to shape you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Think of steel being forged. It doesn't start as the unyielding material we admire. It's shaped through intense heat and relentless hammering. In the same way, life's challenges are the fire and blows that refine your character. Every test you endure teaches you resilience. Every failure sharpens your skills, and every setback gives you a new perspective. When you lose, it's natural to feel discouraged. But here's where the Stoic mindset comes in. Instead of focusing on the pain of the moment, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Loss often brings lessons that success cannot. It teaches you humility, perseverance, and the ability to adapt. It forces you to confront your weaknesses and turn them into strengths. Falling is not the problem. Staying down is. The key is to develop the mindset that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you will always get back up. This doesn't mean pretending the loss didn't hurt or rushing to move on. Sometimes standing up takes time. Healing and reflection are part of the process, but what matters is your decision to rise again, stronger and more determined than before. Failures are often misinterpreted as dead ends when they are, in fact, detours. They push you to reevaluate your approach, sharpen your strategy, and clarify your goals. The greatest success stories are not built on uninterrupted victories. They are forged through perseverance in the face of repeated failure. Remember, the losses you endure do not define you. Your response to those losses does. Each time you rise after falling, you're proving to yourself and to the world that your strength is greater than any setback. You're not the losses you've faced. You're the resilience you've shown. The Stoics remind us that the path to growth is rarely smooth. Life will test you, but those tests are not there to break you. They are opportunities to demonstrate your strength, develop your character, and prepare for greater challenges ahead. Embrace them, and you will discover that each loss is a stepping stone toward becoming the person you were meant to be. 6. The science behind Stoicism, neuroplasticity, and mental control. Stoicism may have originated centuries ago, but its teachings align perfectly with modern neuroscience. At the core of Stoicism is the idea that you cannot control external events, but you can control your reaction to them. Neuroscience reveals that this principle is not just philosophical, it's biological. Your brain has the power to rewire itself, adapting and strengthening through repeated practice. This phenomenon is known as neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reshape itself based on your thoughts, habits, and behaviors. Every time you respond to a situation, your brain reinforces neural pathways associated with that response. This means that with practice, you can train your brain to react calmly and rationally, even in stressful situations. Consider this. When you encounter a stressful event, your brain's amygdala, the center for emotional reactions, activates. This is the part of the brain responsible for fear, anger, and impulsive reactions. However, with conscious effort, you can strengthen your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for reason and self-control. By practicing Stoic principles like self-reflection, mindfulness, and focusing on what's within your control, you can reprogram your brain to respond with clarity instead of panic. The Stoics practiced what we now call cognitive reframing. They taught themselves to see obstacles as opportunities, failures as lessons, and challenges as training grounds for resilience. Neuroscience supports this approach, showing that reframing negative situations reduces the emotional charge associated with them. Each time you choose to view a setback as a learning experience, you're creating new neural connections that make this response more automatic over time. For example, When someone criticizes you, your initial reaction might be defensiveness or anger. But if you pause and reframe the criticism as an opportunity to improve, you're training your brain to respond constructively. Over time, this becomes second nature, allowing you to maintain your composure and focus even in high-pressure situations. Stoic practices like visualization and journaling also tap into neuroplasticity. When you visualize potential challenges and prepare your response, you're essentially rehearsing your brain for those situations. This practice strengthens the neural pathways for calm and rational decision-making, making it easier to stay composed when the unexpected happens. Journaling, another cornerstone of Stoicism, helps solidify these changes. Writing about your thoughts, reactions, and lessons from the day engages the prefrontal cortex, enhancing your self-awareness and emotional regulation. Studies have shown that journaling reduces stress, clarifies thinking, and even improves problem-solving skills. The beauty of neuroplasticity is that it empowers you to change. You are not stuck with your current habits or emotional responses. With consistent practice, you can reshape your mind to align with the principles of Stoicism, cultivating resilience, clarity, and control. Remember, your brain is like a muscle. It grows stronger with use. Each time you choose to respond calmly to adversity, you're reinforcing your ability to do so in the future. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll find that situations that once rattled you no longer have the same power. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy. It's a science-backed path to mental mastery. Through the principles of neuroplasticity, you can train your brain to face life's challenges with strength, composure, and wisdom. So, start today. Every decision you make to practice calm and reason is a step toward rewiring your mind for greatness. 7. Be a shield against envy. Envy is like a silent poison. It doesn't always announce itself openly, but its effects can seep into your life in subtle yet destructive ways. A backhanded compliment, a passive-aggressive remark, or a lingering resentful glance. These are often the marks of envy directed toward you. However, here's an important truth. Envy is not about you. It's a reflection of the person feeling it. Still, if you're not careful, envy can disrupt your peace and confidence. That's where building a shield against envy becomes essential. To deflect envy, you must first understand its source. Envy often stems from insecurity. When people see you achieving, growing, or thriving, it can remind them of what they feel they lack. It's not your success that causes envy, it's their comparison of your progress to their perceived shortcomings. Recognizing this can help you avoid taking envious behavior personally. Instead of reacting emotionally, you can choose to respond with calm understanding. Your best defense against envy is self-confidence. When you know your worth, external negativity loses its power. Imagine yourself as a fortress, strong, unshakable, and impenetrable. No matter how many arrows of envy are launched in your direction, they cannot breach your walls. Self-confidence doesn't mean arrogance. It means having a grounded sense of who you are, independent of others' opinions or validation. Building self-confidence requires consistent effort. Reflect on your strengths, accomplishments, and the value you bring to the world. Remind yourself that your success is not a threat to others, nor is it dependent on their approval. This mindset allows you to detach emotionally from envious behavior and maintain your focus on your goals. Emotional boundaries are another crucial element of your shield. Boundaries protect you from absorbing negativity that doesn't belong to you. When someone directs envy toward you through criticism or gossip, visualize an invisible barrier around you. This barrier doesn't block out the world, it simply filters out harmful energy. It reminds you that you are not responsible for others' feelings of inadequacy. To strengthen your emotional boundaries, practice detachment. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means recognizing that others' reactions to your success are about them, not you. When you internalize this, you free yourself from the need to explain, justify, or shrink to make others comfortable. At the same time, practice kindness. While it might seem counterintuitive, responding to envy with grace can disarm negativity. A simple compliment, a genuine smile, or an empathetic word can shift the dynamic. It shows that you're unbothered by their behavior and secure enough in yourself to extend goodwill. Finally, remember that envy can be a signal that you're standing out. It means you're achieving something noteworthy. Instead of letting it weigh you down, use it as validation that you're on the right path. Let it fuel your drive to continue growing and improving. When you become a shield against envy, you don't just protect your peace. You also inspire others to rise above their insecurities. Your unshakable confidence becomes a beacon of strength, showing that success is possible without being diminished by negativity. So, stand tall, fortify your boundaries, and let envy bounce off your shield like raindrops on stone. 8. The Art of Self-Reflection, the Stoic Journal. Imagine having a tool that allows you to pause the chaos of daily life, examine your thoughts and emotions, and uncover patterns that shape your behavior. That tool is a journal, and when used with intention, it becomes a mirror for your mind and a map for your growth. The Stoics knew this well. They saw journaling not as a mere habit, but as a transformative practice to refine their character and strengthen their inner peace. The Stoic Journal is more than a notebook. It's a space for self-reflection. By writing down your experiences, thoughts, and emotions, you create clarity. You give shape to the intangible feelings and thoughts that often swirl in your mind. This act of putting pen to paper allows you to observe yourself from a distance, free from the noise of the moment. Start each day with intention. The Stoics practiced a technique called premeditatio malorum, or the visualization of potential challenges. In your journal, write about what could go wrong in your day, not with anxiety, but with calm preparation. Anticipate obstacles and consider how you will respond with patience, wisdom, and resilience. For example, if you know a meeting might become tense, plan how to maintain your composure and focus on what you can control. This practice primes your mind for thoughtful responses instead of impulsive reactions. At the end of the day, use your journal for reflection. Ask yourself, what emotions did I feel today? Why did I feel them? Did I respond in a way that aligned with my values? What could I have done better? Write honestly and without judgment. This is not about perfection, it's about progress. Each entry becomes a step toward understanding yourself more deeply. Journaling also helps you identify patterns. Over time, you may notice recurring triggers or habits that hold you back. Perhaps you react defensively to certain feedback or feel anxious in specific situations. By recognizing these patterns, you gain the power to change them. You can decide to approach similar situations differently in the future, armed with the insights you've uncovered. Beyond reflection, the Stoic Journal is a space for gratitude. Amid challenges, it's easy to focus on what's wrong and overlook what's right. Each day, take a moment to list things you're grateful for, no matter how small. Gratitude shifts your perspective, reminding you of the abundance in your life, even during difficult times. The act of journaling itself is therapeutic. Studies have shown that writing about your thoughts and emotions reduces stress, clarifies thinking, and improves emotional resilience. By externalizing your worries and exploring your feelings on paper, you lighten the mental load you carry. The beauty of journaling is its simplicity. You don't need to write pages every day. Sometimes a few sentences are enough. The key is consistency. Each entry is a conversation with yourself, a moment of connection that strengthens your relationship with your inner world. As you cultivate this practice, you'll find that journaling becomes more than a routine. It becomes a ritual, a sacred time to pause, reflect, and grow. Over weeks, months, and years, your journal becomes a testament to your journey, capturing your evolution into a more resilient, self-aware, and peaceful individual. So, grab a notebook and a pen. Begin with one question. What can I learn from today? With that first answer, you'll take the first step on a path of continuous growth and self-discovery. The Stoic Journal isn't just a tool, it's a lifelong companion in your quest to become the best version of yourself. 9. Stop reacting. Life owes you nothing. Life is unpredictable. It doesn't come with guarantees, promises, or a guidebook to ensure everything goes as planned. Yet, so many of us live with the unspoken expectation that life should be fair, that good actions should always bring good results, and that struggles shouldn't happen to us. This mindset is the root of frustration and disappointment. The truth is simple but liberating. Life owes you nothing. This realization can feel harsh at first, but once embraced, it brings incredible freedom. When you stop expecting life to unfold in a certain way, you release yourself from the constant cycle of frustration and resentment. Accepting life as it is, not as you think it should be, is the first step toward true peace. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control external events, only our reactions to them. When you expect life to be fair, or people to act according to your standards, you place your happiness in the hands of things outside your control. This sets you up for unnecessary suffering. For example, when someone breaks a promise or a plan doesn't work out, you might feel angry or let down. But was the problem the event itself, or your expectation of how it should have gone? Letting go of expectations doesn't mean becoming passive or giving up on goals. It means aligning your mindset with reality. Life is unpredictable and people are flawed. Things will go wrong and setbacks are inevitable. When you accept this, you're no longer thrown off balance when challenges arise. Instead, you respond with calmness and clarity. One way to practice this is to question your reactions. The next time something doesn't go your way, ask yourself, what was I expecting? Was that expectation realistic? Can I control this situation? These questions help you separate your emotions from the event itself. More often than not, you'll realize that the source of your frustration was your expectation, not the actual outcome. Another powerful tool is gratitude. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, shift your attention to what went right. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment and reminds you that even when things don't go as planned, there's still much to be thankful for. By appreciating life as it is, you free yourself from the constant yearning for what it's not. This mindset doesn't make challenges disappear. It transforms how you face them. When you stop reacting emotionally to every setback, you conserve your energy for what truly matters. You become less reactive, more resilient, and better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. Remember, Life doesn't owe you fairness, comfort, or success, but it does offer you the opportunity to grow, adapt, and create meaning in every moment. By letting go of expectations and embracing reality, you reclaim your peace and step into your power. 10. Physical discipline as a path to mental strength. Your body and mind are deeply connected. What you do with your body affects your mind, and vice versa. Physical discipline, whether it's through exercise, sports, or even simple daily routines, goes far beyond building muscles or achieving fitness goals. It's a training ground for mental fortitude, resilience, and self-control. Every time you push your body to its limits, you're also pushing your mind. Physical challenges force you to confront discomfort, fatigue, and the urge to quit. In those moments, you're not just building physical strength, you're cultivating mental discipline. You're proving to yourself that you can persevere even when it's hard. Consider the act of running. At some point, your legs may ache, your lungs may burn, and your mind will start offering excuses. Stop now, you've done enough. But when you choose to keep going, you're training your mind to override those impulses. You're teaching yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. This lesson extends far beyond the track or treadmill. It carries into every aspect of your life. Physical discipline also sharpens focus. Whether it's lifting weights, practicing yoga, or climbing a mountain, these activities demand your full attention. You can't afford to let your mind wander when you're lifting a heavy barbell or balancing on a precarious edge. This focus strengthens your ability to stay present, a skill that's invaluable in a world full of distractions. The benefits of physical discipline go beyond the immediate. It fosters consistency, which is the foundation of growth. Results don't come from a single workout. They come from showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. This consistency builds not only your body, but also your character. It teaches you to honor your commitments, even when motivation wanes. Moreover, physical discipline teaches you to embrace discomfort. Growth, whether physical or mental, doesn't happen in comfort zones. Every push-up, every sprint, every early morning workout is a step outside of what feels easy. And with each step, you expand your capacity to endure. This ability to tolerate discomfort translates to resilience in other areas of life. When challenges arise, you've already trained yourself to face them head-on. The Stoics believed in practicing voluntary hardship to strengthen their resilience. Exercising in the cold, fasting, or enduring physical exertion weren't just tests of the body. They were exercises in mental toughness. These practices remind us that we can endure more than we think, and that our minds are often the only limits we face. Physical discipline also enhances emotional well-being. Exercise releases endorphins, reduces stress, and improves mood. But beyond the chemical benefits, there's something deeply empowering about setting a physical goal and achieving it. Whether it's running your first mile, mastering a yoga pose, or lifting a heavier weight, these victories build confidence that spills into other areas of your life. So, how do you start? It doesn't have to be extreme. Begin with small, consistent actions, a daily walk, a short workout, or a commitment to stretch every morning. The key is to show up, even on the days when you don't feel like it. Over time, these small acts of discipline will compound, creating not only a stronger body, but also a stronger mind. Physical discipline is more than a routine. It's a philosophy. It's a reminder that you have the power to push beyond your perceived limits, to grow through discomfort, and to build the mental toughness that will serve you in every challenge life brings. With each step, lift or stretch, you're not just strengthening your body, you're forging an unshakable mind. 11. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Pain is an unavoidable part of life. It comes in many forms: physical, emotional, mental, and at some point we all experience it. You might face heartbreak, lose someone you love, endure a career setback, or deal with a health challenge. These moments of pain are part of the human experience. But here's the key. While pain is inevitable, suffering is a choice. Suffering doesn't come from the pain itself. It comes from how we interpret and dwell on that pain. When we attach negative meanings to our experiences, "This shouldn't be happening to me," "This is unfair," "My life is ruined," we amplify the hurt and prolong our distress. The good news is that we have the power to break this cycle by choosing how we interpret and respond to pain. The Stoics believed in accepting pain as a natural part of life. They taught that we should focus on what we can control, our thoughts and actions, and let go of what we cannot, including the pain that life inevitably brings. Marcus Aurelius put it beautifully. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This perspective doesn't deny the reality of pain. Instead, it empowers you to respond constructively. For example, consider the pain of failure. It's easy to see failure as a sign of inadequacy or as the end of your journey. But if you choose to view failure as feedback, as an opportunity to learn and improve, the pain becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. To separate pain from suffering, start by practicing mindfulness. When you feel pain, acknowledge it without judgment. Say to yourself, "This is painful, but it's temporary. It does not define me." This simple act of naming the pain creates space between you and the experience. It allows you to observe your feelings rather than being consumed by them. Next, reframe your perspective. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience help me grow? This shift in focus transforms pain into a teacher. It helps you find meaning in adversity, which is a powerful antidote to suffering. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, famously said, "In some ways, suffering ceases to be suffering at the moment it finds a meaning." Remember, pain is a signal, not a sentence. It's your body or mind's way of telling you something needs attention. Listen to it, address it, but don't let it dominate you. By choosing constructive interpretations, you regain control and prevent pain from turning into prolonged suffering. Ultimately, the choice is yours. Will you let pain dictate your life, or will you use it as a tool for growth? By accepting pain as an inevitable part of life and focusing on what you can control, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and discover a strength you didn't know you had. 12. Stoic meditation, a daily practice for mental fortitude. Meditation is often associated with emptying the mind, sitting in silence, and achieving a state of Zen. While those approaches have value, Stoic meditation takes a different path. It's not about escaping reality, but confronting it. Stoic meditation is a practical, grounded practice that helps you cultivate clarity, emotional control, and resilience. It's a tool for training your mind to face life's challenges with strength and composure. At the heart of Stoic meditation is reflection. The Stoics believed that by examining your thoughts, actions, and reactions, you could better align yourself with your values and navigate life's uncertainties with grace. This practice isn't reserved for ancient philosophers. It's accessible to anyone willing to spend a few minutes a day engaging with their inner world. One powerful technique is premeditatio malorum, or the visualization of potential challenges. Each morning, take a moment to anticipate what might go wrong in your day, not with anxiety, but with calm preparation. Visualize traffic delays, disagreements at work, or unexpected setbacks. Ask yourself, how will I handle these situations? What's within my control and what isn't? By mentally rehearsing your responses, you prepare your mind to stay composed when challenges arise. Another key practice is the evening review. Before bed, reflect on your day. Ask yourself, did I act in alignment with my values? Did I remain calm in the face of difficulties? What could I have done better? This reflection isn't about self-criticism. It's about learning and growing. Each day becomes a lesson, and each lesson brings you closer to the person you aspire to be. Stoic meditation also involves cultivating gratitude. Take a moment each day to acknowledge the good in your life. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges, but recognizing the abundance that exists alongside them. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's present, grounding you in the here and now. Breath awareness is another practical tool in Stoic meditation. When you feel overwhelmed or reactive, pause and focus on your breath. Deep, intentional breathing calms the nervous system and creates space for thoughtful responses instead of impulsive reactions. It's a simple yet powerful way to regain control in moments of stress. The beauty of Stoic meditation is its flexibility. You don't need a quiet room, a special cushion, or an hour of free time. You can practice in the car, during a walk, or while sipping your morning coffee. What matters is consistency. A few minutes a day, practiced regularly, can reshape your perspective and strengthen your mental fortitude. Over time, you'll notice the effects of this practice. You'll find yourself less reactive, more thoughtful, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Stoic meditation doesn't remove difficulties. It equips you to face them with clarity and resolve. So, start today. Take a moment to reflect, breathe, and prepare for what lies ahead. Make Stoic meditation a daily habit, and you'll discover a powerful tool for building resilience, mastering your emotions, and living with purpose. 13. Make them tremble. The power of staying unshaken. There's a quiet strength in calmness that often goes unnoticed in a world dominated by loud voices and dramatic reactions. But true power lies not in how loudly you speak or how forcefully you act. It lies in your ability to remain calm and unshaken in the face of provocation. When you master this skill, you not only protect your peace, but also disarm those who seek to disrupt it. Think of yourself as a rock standing firm in the middle of a raging river. The water rushes and crashes against you, but you don't budge. This is the essence of staying unshaken. Provocations, insults, and challenges will come your way, but they lose their power when they fail to elicit a reaction from you. Why is this so effective? People who provoke you often seek control. Their goal is to see you react, to know they've unsettled you. When you respond with anger or defensiveness, you give them exactly what they want, proof that they've influenced your emotions. But when you remain calm, composed, and indifferent to their attempts, you take away their power. Your silence, your calmness, becomes louder than their words. Calmness is not passivity, It's strategic control. It's the ability to choose your response instead of being driven by impulse. When you stay unshaken, you project an aura of strength and confidence that commands respect. It shows the world that you are not easily manipulated, that you stand firm in your values and principles. This is not an easy skill to master, especially when emotions are running high, but with practice, it becomes a habit. The next time someone tries to provoke you, pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself, I am in control of my emotions. They do not have the power to unsettle me unless I give it to them. Visualize their words bouncing off you like harmless sparks against armor. Remaining calm does more than protect your peace. It destabilizes the provocateur. Your lack of reaction forces them to question their approach. They may escalate their efforts, growing louder and more aggressive, but this only highlights their lack of control while you remain a model of composure. Over time, they'll realize their tactics are futile. This unwavering calmness has another effect. It earns you respect. People admire those who can stay composed under pressure. It's a rare quality that sets you apart in a world where overreaction is the norm. When you demonstrate the power of staying unshaken, you inspire others to do the same. The Stoics believed in responding, not reacting. They taught that by maintaining control over your emotions, you maintain control over your life. This principle is as relevant today as it was centuries ago. By refusing to let external events dictate your inner state, you reclaim your power and live with purpose and clarity. So, the next time life tests you, stay calm. Let them tremble at your unshakable strength. Because when you choose composure over chaos, you not only protect yourself, you send a clear message to the world. I am untouchable. 14. The power of purpose. Finding meaning in adversity. Adversity is a universal experience. At some point, we all face challenges that shake us to our core. Loss, failure, heartbreak, or hardship. These moments can feel senseless and overwhelming, as if the universe is conspiring against us. But there's a way to transform even the darkest moments into opportunities for growth. The key is finding purpose in your pain. When you attach meaning to adversity, it stops being a random, chaotic event and becomes a stepping stone in your journey. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, famously wrote, "Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how." This idea is central to both Stoicism and modern psychology. Pain without purpose feels unbearable, but when you discover a higher meaning behind your struggles, the weight of your suffering changes. Finding purpose in adversity begins with perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this? How can this experience shape me into a stronger, wiser person?" This shift transforms adversity from an enemy into a teacher. Consider the challenges you faced in the past. At the time, they may have felt insurmountable, but looking back, you likely see how they helped you grow. Perhaps they taught you resilience, revealed your inner strength, or clarified your priorities. These lessons are often hidden in the moment, but become clear with reflection. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as deciding to use your experience to help others, to grow as an individual, or to make better choices in the future. For example, someone who's lost a loved one might find purpose in honoring their memory through acts of kindness. Someone who's faced failure might use it as motivation to refine their skills and try again. The Stoics believed that everything, even hardship, serves a greater purpose. Marcus Aurelius wrote, What stands in the way becomes the way. Obstacles are not meant to block your path, they are your path. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to cultivate resilience, patience, and wisdom. To uncover purpose in adversity, ask yourself 3 questions. What can I learn from this experience? How can this challenge help me grow? How can I use this experience to benefit others or create meaning in my life? Answering these questions may not make the pain disappear, but it gives you direction. Purpose acts as a compass, guiding you through the storm and reminding you that your suffering is not in vain. When you discover purpose in adversity, you build resilience. You begin to see challenges not as punishments, but as opportunities to rise stronger. This mindset doesn't just help you survive hardships, it helps you thrive in their aftermath. Adversity will come, but your response determines its impact. Will it break you, or will it build you? By finding purpose in your struggles, you transform suffering into growth and pain into progress. Remember, the hardest moments in life often hold the greatest potential for transformation. All you need to do is look for the meaning within them. 15. Building healthy connections through Stoic principles. Relationships are a cornerstone of life. They provide support, love, and meaning, but they can also bring challenges, misunderstandings, and emotional strain. Applying Stoic principles to your connections with others can transform your relationships into sources of stability and growth. Empathy, clarity, and emotional balance, key Stoic traits, are essential for fostering deeper, healthier bonds with those around you. At its core, Stoicism teaches that we cannot control others, their actions, words, or emotions. What we can control is how we respond. When you approach relationships with this mindset, you shift your focus from trying to change others to improving how you show up for them. This shift alone reduces conflict and creates a foundation of mutual respect. 1. Empathy as the cornerstone of connection. Empathy begins with listening, not just hearing words, but truly understanding the emotions and perspectives behind them. The Stoics emphasize the importance of seeing the world through another person's eyes. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" When you practice empathy, you recognize that others' actions are often shaped by their experiences, fears, and insecurities. Instead of reacting with judgment, you respond with compassion. For example, if a friend lashes out during a stressful time, rather than taking it personally, you can pause and consider what they might be going through. Empathy creates space for understanding and healing, even in tense situations. 2. Clarity in communication. Clear communication is essential for healthy relationships. Misunderstandings and assumptions often lead to unnecessary conflict. The Stoic principle of speaking with intention applies here. Say only what needs to be said and avoid unnecessary drama. When you communicate, focus on being direct but kind. Express your needs and boundaries without aggression. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel unheard when we talk, and I'd like to understand how we can improve our communication." Clarity helps you address issues constructively rather than escalating them. 3. Emotional balance and conflict resolution. Conflict is inevitable, but how you handle it defines the outcome. The Stoics taught that emotions, while natural, should not control your actions. When you feel anger or frustration rising, pause and reflect before responding. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? How can I approach this with calmness and wisdom? Approaching conflict with emotional balance often diffuses tension. It shows others that you value the relationship enough to prioritize resolution over retaliation. This doesn't mean avoiding confrontation. It means addressing issues thoughtfully and respectfully, creating an environment where both parties feel heard and valued. 4. Boundaries and mutual respect. Healthy connections require boundaries. Stoicism teaches that respecting yourself is just as important as respecting others. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It's an act of self-care that ensures your well-being while fostering respect in the relationship. For example, if a friend constantly interrupts your work with non-urgent matters, calmly explain your need for focused time. I value our conversations, but I need to set aside this time for work. Let's catch up later. Clear, firm boundaries create healthier dynamics without unnecessary resentment. 5. The ripple effect of calm and empathy. When you embody Stoic principles in your relationships, your calmness and empathy influence others. Your ability to remain composed in difficult situations inspires those around you to adopt similar behaviors. This ripple effect creates a harmonious environment where misunderstandings are minimized and mutual growth becomes the focus. Healthy connections don't happen overnight, but with consistent practice of empathy, clarity, and emotional balance, you can transform your relationships into sources of strength and fulfillment. By applying Stoic wisdom, you become a stabilizing force for others, fostering trust and understanding in every interaction. 16. Show your strength, the true essence of power. Power is often misunderstood. In a world that glorifies dominance and aggression, true strength is rarely about force or intimidation. It's about mastery over yourself, your emotions, your actions, and your purpose. The strongest individuals don't shout their power. They project it through calmness, discipline, and unwavering clarity. The essence of power lies in control. The Stoics believed that the only true power is over yourself. You cannot control external events or other people, but you can control your thoughts, your emotions, and how you choose to respond to life's challenges. This mastery is what sets truly strong individuals apart. 1. Calmness as strength. Calmness is often mistaken for passivity, but it's the opposite. Remaining calm in chaotic situations requires immense inner strength. It's easy to react impulsively to provocation, but true power lies in pausing, assessing the situation, and responding thoughtfully. When you remain calm, you send a clear message: I am in control. This composure commands respect and disarms those who seek to unsettle you. It shows that your peace cannot be easily shaken, no matter the circumstances. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. 2. Discipline as the foundation of power. Discipline is the bridge between intention and action. It's the ability to follow through on your commitments, even when motivation wanes. The Stoics believed that a disciplined life is a powerful life. Each act of discipline, whether it's sticking to a morning routine, completing a challenging task, or resisting temptation, strengthens your resolve. For example, waking up early to exercise despite feeling tired is not just about physical fitness. It's a statement to yourself that you have control over your mind and body. This consistency builds confidence and resilience, qualities that radiate strength in every area of your life. 3. Purpose as your guiding star. True strength comes from knowing your purpose. When you have clarity about your values and goals, you're less likely to be swayed by distractions or setbacks. Purpose gives your actions meaning and keeps you grounded during times of uncertainty. Ask yourself, what do I stand for? What impact do I want to have? When your actions align with your purpose, they carry a weight that others can feel. You become a person of conviction, someone who doesn't waver in the face of adversity. 4. The unshakable presence. Combining calmness, discipline and purpose creates an aura of unshakable strength. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself to others because your confidence comes from within. This quiet power is magnetic. People are drawn to those who exude stability and clarity, especially in chaotic environments. Your strength also serves as a source of inspiration. When others see you remaining composed, disciplined and purpose-driven, it motivates them to embody those qualities as well. Your example becomes a beacon for those seeking guidance and stability. 5. Strength in vulnerability. Paradoxically, part of showing true strength is acknowledging vulnerability. Being open about your struggles and seeking help when needed doesn't diminish your power. It enhances it. It shows that you are secure enough in yourself to embrace imperfection and grow from it. True power isn't loud or boastful. It's steady, intentional, and deeply rooted in self-mastery. By embracing calmness, discipline, and purpose, you not only project an unshakable presence to the world, but also create a life of fulfillment and integrity. So, step into your strength. Show the world what true power looks like, not through force, but through the quiet confidence of someone who has mastered themselves. Have you ever felt like the harder you try to control your life, the more it slips through your fingers? It's as if every attempt to tighten your grip only creates more chaos, more stress, and more frustration. The truth is, life doesn't bend to force, it flows with ease. And the secret to manifesting everything you want isn't about fighting harder. It's about learning to relax, let go, and align yourself with the natural flow of the universe. Think of a calm lake. When the water is still, it reflects the world around it with perfect clarity. But when the surface is agitated, everything becomes distorted. Your mind works the same way. When you're calm, focused and present, you see opportunities clearly and act with purpose. When you're stressed and overwhelmed, it's impossible to navigate life with precision or confidence. Today, we're diving into the Stoic philosophy of relaxation as a pathway to manifesting your dreams. Contrary to what most people think, relaxation isn't about doing nothing. It's about creating an inner state of calm that allows your actions to be purposeful and aligned. It's about clearing the mental clutter so you can focus on what truly matters. Through the lessons we'll explore, you'll discover how to quiet your mind, embrace the power of letting go, and use calmness as the ultimate tool for attracting the life you desire. You'll learn why the Stoics valued tranquility not as a sign of weakness, but as a foundation for strength and clarity. So, take a deep breath, set aside your worries, and prepare to unlock the transformative power of relaxation. Because when you stop forcing and start flowing, you'll find that everything you've been searching for has been waiting for you all along. Let's begin. 1. The power of the mind. Calm your thoughts to manifest your desires. A peaceful mind becomes a powerful ally in achieving clarity and focus. Your mind is one of the most powerful tools you possess, yet it can often feel like a chaotic battlefield. Racing thoughts, endless worries, and a constant stream of mental noise can leave you feeling stuck and unfocused. But here's the truth. Your ability to manifest the life you want begins with mastering your mind. It's not about suppressing your thoughts or forcing positivity. It's about finding calm amidst the chaos. Imagine your mind as a lake. When the water is still, you can see the bottom clearly, along with your reflection and the world around you. But when the water is agitated, everything is distorted, making it impossible to discern what lies beneath. The same is true for your thoughts. When your mind is calm, clarity emerges, and you can focus on what truly matters. In this state, you become a magnet for solutions, opportunities, and the energy needed to bring your desires into reality. The Stoics understood this well. They taught that controlling your inner world is the key to navigating the outer world. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By practicing mindfulness and cultivating mental stillness, you can transform your mind from a source of anxiety into a powerful ally. How do you begin? Start with your breath. Take a few deep breaths, in and out, and notice how your body and mind begin to settle. You don't need to eliminate every thought, just create space between them. In this space, clarity lives. Use it to focus on your desires, visualize your goals, and imagine them already achieved. A calm mind doesn't mean a passive life. When your thoughts are clear, your actions are intentional and effective. You can approach challenges with confidence, make decisions with precision, and manifest your dreams with greater ease. Remember, peace isn't the absence of thought, it's the mastery of it. 2. Flow and receive. Stop resisting life's unpredictability. Let go, embrace mindfulness, and accept things as they are to allow opportunities and peace to flow naturally. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and no amount of planning can guarantee smooth sailing. Yet, so often, we fight against the current, trying to control every aspect of our lives. The result? Exhaustion, frustration, and a sense of being stuck. But what if the secret to peace and success isn't about fighting harder, but about letting go? Flowing with life doesn't mean giving up. It means recognizing what you can and cannot control. Picture yourself on a river. You can paddle upstream, exhausting yourself with every stroke, or you can let the current carry you. The destination remains the same, but the journey is far less draining when you choose to flow. The Stoics were masters of this mindset. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you resist life's unpredictability, you create tension. But when you accept things as they are, you open yourself to new possibilities." Letting go doesn't mean abandoning your goals. It means approaching them with flexibility and trust. Start small. Practice mindfulness in your daily life. The next time you face a delay, a disagreement, or a disappointment, pause. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that resistance won't change the outcome. Instead, ask, how can I adapt? What can I learn? This shift in perspective allows you to move forward with grace rather than frustration. Letting go also applies to relationships, career challenges, and personal goals. You can't force someone to change or control every outcome. Instead, focus on your own actions and mindset. Trust that when you align with the flow of life, opportunities will come your way, not because you're idle, but because you're open to receiving them. Flowing doesn't mean inaction. It's about acting with intention and responding to life's currents rather than resisting them. The more you embrace life's unpredictability, the more peace and abundance you'll invite into your journey. 3. The power of gratitude and the law of attraction. Gratitude unlocks abundance. Acknowledge and appreciate what you have to align yourself with the energy of receiving more. Gratitude isn't just a fleeting feeling of happiness. It's a transformative force that rewires your mind to attract abundance. When you express genuine gratitude for what you have, you shift your focus from scarcity to plenty. This change in perspective creates a ripple effect, aligning your thoughts and actions with the energy of receiving more. Imagine your life as a garden. Each blessing you have is like a flower in full bloom. When you water these flowers with gratitude, they flourish and new seeds are planted. But when you focus only on the weeds, the challenges, and what's missing, you neglect the beauty already around you. Gratitude is the act of tending to your garden, ensuring it grows and thrives. The law of attraction works hand in hand with gratitude. This universal principle states that what you focus on expands. If you constantly dwell on what you lack, you'll attract more of that lack into your life. But if you direct your energy toward appreciating what you already have, you signal to the universe that you're ready for more blessings. Gratitude becomes your beacon, drawing abundance toward you. How can you practice gratitude effectively? Start small. Each morning or evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. These don't need to be monumental. They can be as simple as the warmth of the sun, the smile of a loved one, or a delicious cup of coffee. Over time, this practice shifts your mindset, helping you see the good even in challenging situations. Science supports this as well. Studies show that practicing gratitude reduces stress, improves mental health, and enhances relationships. When you focus on what you have, your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, making you more receptive to positivity and opportunities. Gratitude isn't about ignoring life's difficulties. It's about recognizing the silver linings. By appreciating the present, you pave the way for a brighter future. Remember, abundance begins with acknowledging what you already have and trusting that there's more to come. 4. Mindfulness in abundance. Being present helps you recognize opportunities. Attention to the present moment creates clarity and directs focus toward your goals. In a world filled with distractions, being present is one of the most powerful tools you can use to manifest abundance. Mindfulness, the practice of fully immersing yourself in the here and now, helps you cut through the noise and recognize opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. It's not just about being aware. It's about directing your energy toward what truly matters. Think of mindfulness as a spotlight. When your attention is scattered, the light is dim, and you can barely see what's in front of you. But when you focus that light on a specific moment, person, or task, everything becomes clear. This clarity allows you to act with intention, aligning your actions with your goals and desires. Abundance doesn't just mean wealth. It encompasses opportunities, relationships, and personal growth. Often these gifts are right in front of us, but we miss them because we're too busy worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Mindfulness anchors you to the present, the only moment where you can truly make a difference. How can you cultivate mindfulness? Start with simple practices. Take a few minutes each day to focus on your breath. Notice how the air feels as it enters and leaves your body. If your mind wanders, Gently bring it back to the sensation of breathing. This exercise trains you to redirect your attention, a skill that translates into every aspect of life. Another way to practice mindfulness is to fully engage in your daily activities. Whether you're eating a meal, walking outside, or having a conversation, give your full attention to the experience. Observe the details, the flavors, the sounds, the emotions, and allow yourself to fully absorb the moment. When you're mindful, you create space to identify what truly aligns with your goals and values. This presence of mind not only reduces stress, but also heightens your intuition, making it easier to recognize and seize opportunities that lead to abundance. Mindfulness is not about perfection, it's about awareness. The more you practice it, the more you'll notice how rich each moment is, and the more empowered you'll feel to build the life you desire. 5. The power of sleep. Sleep is not just rest, it's a fertile ground for setting intentions. Use the moments before sleep to relax your mind and plant seeds of manifestation. Sleep is often seen as a time to shut down and recharge, but it's so much more than that. Those quiet moments before you drift off are a powerful space to plant the seeds of your desires and let your subconscious mind do the rest. Sleep is where the conscious and subconscious meet, making it the perfect time to align your intentions with the energy of the universe. Your subconscious mind is most impressionable in the moments before sleep. What you think about during this time creates a ripple effect that carries into your dreams and the following day. If your mind is filled with stress, negativity, or fear, that energy will linger. But if you take a few moments to focus on gratitude, visualize your goals, and set positive intentions, you send a clear message to your subconscious. This is what I want, and I'm ready to receive it. To harness the power of sleep, create a simple nightly ritual. Start by relaxing your body and clearing your mind. You can do this through deep breathing, gentle stretches, or a calming activity like reading or listening to soothing music. Once you feel at ease, close your eyes and visualize your goals. See them as if they're already achieved. Imagine the emotions you'll feel, the sights, sounds, and sensations of success. Incorporate affirmations to solidify your intentions. Repeat phrases like, "I am worthy of success," or "Abundance flows to me effortlessly." These affirmations, paired with your relaxed state, program your subconscious to work toward these goals while you sleep. Scientific research supports the link between positive thoughts before bed and improved mental clarity, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. Your brain processes and organizes information during sleep, making it a fertile time to nurture your dreams. Remember, sleep is more than physical rest. It's an opportunity to align with your highest self. By ending your day with calm, focused intention, you prepare your mind and body to manifest your desires effortlessly. 6. Morning manifestation routine. Begin your day with intention. Visualize your goals and set the tone for a productive, focused, and positive day. Mornings are a fresh start, a blank canvas waiting for you to paint the story of your day. How you spend the first moments after waking up sets the tone for everything that follows. If you begin your day with intention and focus, you'll find yourself aligned, productive, and ready to manifest your goals. The Stoics believed that mornings were a sacred time for reflection and preparation. Marcus Aurelius himself would spend the first moments of his day grounding his thoughts and setting his mindset for the challenges ahead. Similarly, you can use your mornings to align with your desires and create a positive momentum that carries you through the day. Start by creating a calm and intentional morning ritual. Upon waking, take a few deep breaths and express gratitude for the new day. This simple act shifts your mindset from reactive to proactive. Instead of diving straight into your phone or rushing into tasks, take a moment to center yourself. Visualization is a powerful part of this routine. Close your eyes and imagine your day unfolding exactly as you want it to. Picture yourself achieving your goals with confidence and ease. Whether it's excelling in a work project, making meaningful connections, or taking steps toward a personal dream, see it all happening in vivid detail. The more specific you are, the more focused your energy will be. Incorporate affirmations into your routine to reinforce your intentions. Statements like, "Today, I am focused and unstoppable," or "I attract opportunities effortlessly," set a powerful tone for the day. Write these affirmations down, say them out loud, or reflect on them as you prepare for the day ahead. Movement can also enhance your manifestation practice. A brisk walk, a few minutes of stretching, or even a full workout not only energizes your body, but clears your mind for focused action. When you begin your day intentionally, you're not just reacting to life, you're creating it. Your mornings become a powerful foundation for everything you want to achieve, helping you align your thoughts and actions with your goals. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to build the life you desire. Start it with purpose and watch how the universe responds. 7. Relaxed visualization. Create vivid, intentional mental images of your goals in a calm state to align your actions and thoughts with your desires. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools for turning your dreams into reality, but it works best when done in a relaxed state. When your mind is calm and free from stress, it becomes a fertile ground for creating vivid and intentional mental images of your goals. This practice helps align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the outcomes you desire. Imagine your mind as a canvas. When it's cluttered with anxiety or distractions, the picture you're trying to create is blurry and chaotic. But when you relax, the canvas becomes clear, allowing you to paint the future you want with precision and clarity. Visualization is not just daydreaming, it's a focused practice that combines your imagination with intention. Start by finding a quiet and comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Sit or lie down, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to settle your body and mind. As you breathe, imagine releasing tension with each exhale. Once you feel calm, bring your goal into your mind. Visualize it as if it's already happening. For example, if you're working toward a career milestone, picture yourself in that moment, signing the contract, celebrating with loved ones, or confidently delivering a presentation. Focus on the details. What do you see, hear, and feel? How does it make you feel emotionally? The more vivid the image, the stronger the connection between your mind and your goal. Relaxed visualization also strengthens your subconscious mind. By repeatedly visualizing your success, you train your brain to recognize opportunities and align your actions with your desired outcome. This creates a sense of confidence and purpose, making you more likely to take the steps necessary to achieve your goals. Remember, the key is to stay relaxed. Avoid forcing the process or stressing over perfection. Visualization works best when you approach it with ease and trust. When your mind is calm and your vision is clear, you create a powerful alignment between your inner desires and external reality. 8. The silence and connection to the universe. Embrace silence to reconnect with yourself and the universe. Quieting external and internal noise allows you to hear the guidance from within. In a world that's constantly buzzing with noise, be it notifications, conversations, or the hum of everyday life, finding moments of silence can feel like a luxury. But silence isn't just about the absence of sound. It's a gateway to reconnecting with yourself and the universe. By embracing stillness, you can quiet the noise both around you and within you, creating space to hear the guidance that often goes unnoticed. The Stoics believed in the power of reflection and solitude. They understood that clarity comes not from external distractions, but from turning inward. As Epictetus once said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Silence strips away assumptions, allowing you to see life and yourself with fresh eyes. To begin, carve out a few minutes each day to embrace silence. Find a space where you can be alone, away from interruptions. Close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. Focus on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. With each breath, imagine the external noise fading into the background, leaving you with nothing but the stillness of the present moment. In this silence, pay attention to your thoughts and feelings. Don't try to judge or control them. Simply observe. What rises to the surface? Often, in these quiet moments, the answers you've been seeking emerge naturally. The universe speaks through intuition, subtle insights, and a sense of knowing. These whispers are easily drowned out by the chaos of life, but in silence, they become clear. Silence is also a way to recharge. It allows your mind to process and release stress, fostering a sense of peace and balance. Over time, you'll find that this practice enhances your ability to focus, make decisions, and respond calmly to challenges. Silence is not empty, it's full of wisdom. When you make space for it, you create a deeper connection with yourself and the universe. In that stillness, you'll find clarity, purpose, and the reassurance that you're exactly where you need to be. Embrace the quiet and let it guide you. Life can feel like a chaotic storm, pulling you in every direction, with expectations, responsibilities, and distractions piling up until you're left feeling drained and stuck. But what if I told you that the path to freedom, clarity, and peace doesn't require shouting or fighting against the noise? Instead, it's about silence, the quiet, deliberate act of letting go. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks, each one representing a fear, a toxic relationship, a self-destructive habit, or even the constant need to prove yourself. The more you carry, the harder it becomes to move forward. But here's the truth. You don't have to carry that weight anymore. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the most powerful rebellions happen in silence. It's not about dramatic gestures or proving a point to the world. It's about quietly releasing what no longer serves you, without seeking approval, validation, or recognition. By doing this, you reclaim your energy, your peace, and your life. In this part, we'll uncover 10 lessons rooted in Stoic wisdom that will help you identify and eliminate the things weighing you down. These lessons will empower you to stop living for others, let go of what you can't control, and start focusing on what truly matters, your inner peace and purpose. So, are you ready to embrace the strength of silence and begin this transformative journey? Let's start with a story, a lesson from a fisherman named Helena, who learned that letting go of unnecessary weight was the only way to survive the storm. 1. the fear of others' opinions. How many times have you hesitated to pursue something meaningful because of the nagging thought, "What will others think?" This fear, as subtle as it seems, can wield immense power over your life. It limits your authenticity, making you adapt to expectations that often have nothing to do with your true desires. The truth is, the fear of others' opinions is like an invisible leash, holding you back from reaching your potential. The irony? Most people are too preoccupied with their own lives to judge yours. Yet, we allow this fear to paralyze us, molding our choices around imaginary criticisms or fleeting judgments. Social media amplifies this pressure, creating a stage where we feel constantly observed, rated, and critiqued. We curate our lives for others instead of living authentically for ourselves. The Stoics teach us that we cannot control what others think or say. What we can control, however, is our reaction to their opinions. Marcus Aurelius once said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This profound observation captures the absurdity of giving others' thoughts more weight than our own instincts and values. So, how do you overcome this fear? Start by shifting your focus inward. Reflect on your goals, your values, and what makes you truly happy. When you make decisions aligned with your inner compass, the opinions of others begin to lose their power. Take small steps. Say no to a social obligation that doesn't serve you, or speak your mind on an issue you care about. These acts of courage build resilience. Understand that the opinions of others are fleeting. What matters is living a life that feels true to you. When you stop seeking external approval, you unlock a profound freedom to be yourself. In the end, the only person whose opinion truly matters is your own. 2. Toxic relationships. Not all connections in life are worth holding on to. Some relationships, instead of enriching our lives, quietly drain our energy and peace. These are the toxic relationships, connections that leave you feeling worse after every interaction, like a sponge wrung dry of positivity. Toxic relationships aren't limited to romantic partnerships. They can exist within families, friendships, or even professional networks. A friend who constantly belittles your achievements, a colleague who thrives on gossip, or a family member who manipulates you emotionally. All of these fall into the category of toxic connections. These relationships don't just consume your energy. They often leave lasting emotional scars. The Stoics emphasized the importance of maintaining relationships that align with virtue and mutual respect. Seneca advised, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." This doesn't mean being cold or dismissive. It means prioritizing relationships that inspire growth and support your well-being. Identifying toxic relationships requires self-awareness. Start by asking yourself, how do I feel after spending time with this person? Do I feel drained, anxious, or disrespected? If the answer is yes, it's time to reevaluate that connection. Letting go of toxic relationships isn't easy. There's often guilt, fear of confrontation, or even societal pressure to maintain ties, especially with family. However, holding on to such relationships comes at a higher cost: your mental health and peace. The key is to disengage with grace and without drama. You don't owe anyone a grand explanation. A gradual reduction in interactions and setting clear boundaries can be enough. When you remove toxic relationships, you make room for connections that uplift and nurture you. Life is too short to waste on people who don't value you. By letting go of these relationships, You reclaim your energy and focus it on what truly matters, building a life filled with positivity and mutual respect. Remember, protecting your peace is not selfish, it's necessary. 3. Self-destructive habits. Self-destructive habits often creep into our lives unnoticed. They start small, seemingly harmless actions that provide a fleeting sense of comfort or distraction. But over time, these habits compound, subtly eroding your mental and physical peace. They are the silent saboteurs of progress and fulfillment, and the most dangerous part is how easily we rationalize them. Consider the habit of constantly reaching for your phone the moment you wake up. You might justify it as staying informed, but it often spirals into 30 minutes of aimless scrolling. Or take the extra cup of coffee you drink out of routine, despite knowing it fuels unnecessary jitters. These small, seemingly insignificant choices accumulate, creating a ripple effect that disrupts focus, drains energy, and fosters dissatisfaction. The Stoics teach us the importance of self-mastery, understanding that while we cannot control external events, we have full authority over our choices. Epictetus reminds us, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Recognizing self-destructive habits is the first step toward reclaiming control over your life. How do you identify these habits? Reflect on your daily routines. Which actions leave you feeling drained or unproductive? Do you procrastinate by binge-watching shows? Do you avoid dealing with stress by indulging in unhealthy comfort foods? These patterns may seem trivial in the moment, but over time, they shape your mindset, health, and happiness. Breaking free from these habits doesn't require dramatic resolutions. Instead, focus on small, consistent changes. Replace negative actions with positive alternatives. Instead of doom scrolling in the morning, take 5 minutes to stretch or meditate. Swap the extra coffee for water or herbal tea. These small steps, when repeated, create lasting transformation. Remember, it's not about perfection, but progress. Be kind to yourself as you make these changes. Over time, the effort you put into replacing self-destructive habits with healthier ones will result in a stronger, more peaceful mind and body. 4. The desire to control everything. The need to control every aspect of life is a futile pursuit. It's an illusion that, instead of providing security, becomes a source of endless anxiety and frustration. The desire to manage outcomes, avoid uncertainty, and manipulate circumstances is exhausting because life, by its very nature, is unpredictable. We've all been there, trying to micromanage every detail of a project, preparing for every possible contingency, or obsessing over how others perceive us. But no matter how much effort we pour into controlling situations, unexpected variables arise. The weather changes your plans, someone misinterprets your intentions, or an unforeseen event disrupts your schedule. The more we cling to control, the more we suffer when things inevitably go awry. The Stoics understood this well. They emphasized the need to focus on what lies within our control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, and to let go of everything else. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Letting go of the desire to control everything doesn't mean becoming passive or indifferent. It means recognizing the boundaries of your influence and conserving energy for what truly matters. For example, you can prepare diligently for a presentation, but you can't control how others will react to it. You can care for a loved one, but you can't dictate their choices. To break free from the need to control, practice acceptance. Start with small steps. Let go of rigid plans and embrace flexibility. If something doesn't go as expected, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, choose to adapt rather than resist. Embracing uncertainty is liberating. It opens you to unexpected opportunities, reduces stress, and allows you to focus on living fully in the present moment. Letting go isn't giving up. It's a powerful act of trust in yourself and the flow of life. By releasing the need to control everything, you free yourself to thrive, even amidst chaos. 5. Unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations are a silent thief of joy. They create a constant pressure to meet unattainable standards, whether set by society, family, or ourselves. The weight of these expectations doesn't just make life harder, it chips away at self-esteem, leaving us feeling inadequate and unfulfilled. We often adopt these expectations without question. Society tells us we must have the perfect career, relationships, body, and lifestyle. We internalize these demands, believing that anything less is failure. Even worse, we layer our own impossible standards on top, expecting perfection in every aspect of life. The result? An endless cycle of striving, disappointment, and self-criticism. Imagine trying to fill a bottomless pit with a teaspoon. No matter how hard you work, it will never be enough. This is the essence of living under unrealistic expectations. Every time you fall short, it feels like confirmation of your inadequacy, when in reality, the problem lies not in you, but in the standards themselves. The Stoics offer a refreshing perspective. They teach us to focus on what is within our control and to approach life with reason and balance. Epictetus wisely said, "It is not things that disturb us, but our interpretation of them." Unrealistic expectations are interpretations, ideas we've chosen to accept, but we can also choose to let go of them. Start by examining your expectations. Ask yourself, are these truly mine, or have they been imposed by others? Are they realistic, or are they setting me up for failure? Adjust your goals to reflect what is genuinely important to you and achievable. Embrace progress over perfection. Celebrate small wins instead of fixating on what remains undone. Letting go of unrealistic expectations is not about lowering your standards or settling. It's about freeing yourself from unnecessary pressure and creating space to thrive. When you release these burdens, you'll find a renewed sense of peace, self-respect, and the courage to pursue a life aligned with your true values. 6. The need to always be right. The need to always be right is a battle waged not with others, but within ourselves. It's fueled by ego, the desire to prove our worth through intellect, wit, or knowledge. While winning an argument might offer a fleeting sense of satisfaction, the toll it takes on inner peace and relationships is often far greater. Think about the energy spent defending a point or insisting on having the last word. It feels urgent in the moment, but what does it achieve? At best, a shallow victory. At worst, strained connections and mounting frustration. The truth is, the need to always be right is rooted in insecurity. It's an attempt to validate ourselves externally, rather than cultivating confidence from within. The Stoics teach that wisdom isn't about winning arguments, but understanding what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "It is better to be silent than to dispute about the meaning of words." Sometimes, silence is not resignation, but strength, choosing peace over conflict. Letting go of this need doesn't mean suppressing your opinions or agreeing to everything. It means learning to prioritize your inner tranquility over the need to prove a point. Next time you feel compelled to argue, pause and ask, what am I trying to achieve? Is this worth the energy? Will this matter tomorrow? Often the answer will reveal the futility of the dispute. Practice listening instead of debating. Truly hearing someone's perspective, even if you disagree, fosters understanding and connection. It's also a powerful act of humility to acknowledge when you're wrong or to step back from a disagreement altogether. Over time, releasing the need to always be right becomes liberating. It allows you to focus on what truly matters: meaningful conversations, harmonious relationships, and a calm mind. As the Stoics teach, true wisdom is not in proving you're right, but in knowing when to let go. Sometimes the most powerful statement you can make is choosing silence over conflict. 7. Digital noise. We live in an era of constant digital noise, a relentless stream of notifications, emails, social media updates, and messages that flood our minds and steal our attention. It's no longer just an inconvenience. It's a pervasive force that disrupts focus, clarity, and peace of mind. Digital noise is everywhere. From the moment you wake up, your phone beckons with updates, likes, and breaking news. It's easy to fall into the trap of checking notifications mindlessly, losing hours scrolling through feeds that add little value to your life. Each notification feels urgent, demanding immediate attention, even though most of them are trivial distractions. This overstimulation doesn't just affect productivity, it fragments your mental state. The constant switching between tasks, apps, and platforms taxes your brain, leaving you feeling drained yet unaccomplished. Over time, this mental clutter erodes your ability to focus on what truly matters: your goals, relationships, and inner peace. To reclaim your clarity, you must be intentional about reducing digital noise. Start with simple steps. Disable non-essential notifications. Create no-phone zones, such as during meals or in your bedroom at night. Schedule designated times for checking emails or social media instead of responding to every ping. These small boundaries can make a significant difference in regaining control over your attention. The Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on what you can control. You can't stop the digital world from buzzing around you, but you can control how much of it you let in. By simplifying your digital environment, you create mental space for deeper thinking, creativity, and genuine connection. Digital detoxes aren't just trendy, they're necessary. Take a break from screens, even if it's just an hour a day. Use that time to reflect, meditate, or engage in activities that nurture your mind. By quieting the digital noise, you'll rediscover the value of silence and focus, unlocking a calmer and more intentional way of living. 8. Negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are like uninvited guests. They creep into your mind quietly, taking up residence and feeding off your energy. Left unchecked, they grow louder, shaping your perspective and dictating your actions. These destructive patterns can feel overwhelming, but the good news is that you have the power to recognize and neutralize them. The first step is awareness. Negative thoughts often masquerade as truths. I'm not good enough, nothing ever works out for me, or I'll never succeed. These beliefs aren't necessarily grounded in reality, yet they feel convincing because they've been repeated so often. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. What recurring themes do you notice? Identifying these patterns is crucial to breaking their hold. Once you've identified a negative thought, Challenge it. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? What evidence supports or contradicts it? Often you'll find that these thoughts are exaggerated or entirely unfounded. For example, a setback at work doesn't mean you're a failure. It's a single event, not a definitive statement about your abilities. Reframing these thoughts can shift your mindset from defeat to empowerment. The Stoics remind us that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we interpret them. Negative thoughts are interpretations, not facts. By practicing detachment, you can observe these thoughts without letting them dictate your emotions or actions. Visualize them as clouds passing in the sky, temporary and insubstantial, not permanent fixtures of your mind. Another effective strategy is to cultivate gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right, creating a more balanced and positive perspective. Start a gratitude journal or take a moment each day to reflect on 3 things you're thankful for. This simple habit can rewire your brain to notice the good amidst the challenges. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate negative thoughts entirely. That's impossible. Instead, aim to weaken their influence by recognizing them, questioning them, and choosing not to engage. Over time, you'll build resilience and a healthier mental environment, allowing you to approach life with clarity, confidence, and peace. 9. Physical and mental clutter. Physical clutter is more than just a messy room or an overstuffed closet. It's a reflection of what's happening in your mind. External disorganization often mirrors internal confusion, creating a cycle that feels impossible to break. When your environment is chaotic, it's harder to focus, think clearly, or feel at ease. Imagine waking up to a desk covered in papers, a floor littered with clothes, and drawers jammed with unused items. Each piece of clutter represents a tiny demand on your mental energy. Your brain subconsciously tracks all these loose ends, which can leave you feeling overwhelmed before you've even started your day. The same applies to mental clutter. Unresolved thoughts, unprocessed emotions, and endless to-do lists swirling in your head sap your clarity and peace of mind. The Stoics emphasized the importance of focusing on essentials and letting go of what doesn't serve you. This philosophy applies not only to your thoughts, but also to your physical surroundings. A clean, organized space fosters a calmer mind. Start by tackling one area at a time, your desk, a drawer, or even just your email inbox. As you declutter, ask yourself, does this item add value to my life, or is it just taking up space? Mental clutter requires a similar approach. Journaling can help you untangle your thoughts and prioritize what truly matters. Meditation and mindfulness practices can create mental space, allowing you to observe your thoughts without becoming consumed by them. Decluttering isn't just about removing, it's about making room for what's meaningful. When you eliminate the excess, you free up energy to focus on your goals, relationships, and passions. The result is a sense of lightness and control, both externally and internally. By aligning your environment with your values and simplifying your mental landscape, you'll discover that clarity and peace aren't far away. They're waiting beneath the clutter, ready to be uncovered with intention and care. 10. Unnecessary comparisons. Comparison is often called the thief of joy, and for good reason. Constantly measuring yourself against others can drain your energy, lower your self-esteem, and distract you from your own path. It's an unproductive cycle that leaves you chasing an ever-moving target of perceived perfection. The problem with comparisons is that they're rarely fair. When you compare your life to someone else's, you're often seeing only their highlight reel, what they choose to show the world. Meanwhile, you're aware of every struggle, flaw, and setback in your own journey. This skewed perspective makes it easy to feel inadequate, even when you're achieving great things. The Stoics taught that the only valid comparison is with yourself, who you were yesterday versus who you are today. Progress, not perfection, should be your goal. Every step you take toward becoming a better version of yourself is a victory, regardless of where others are on their paths. To break free from the trap of comparison, shift your focus inward. Reflect on your strengths, accomplishments, and the unique qualities that make you who you are. Gratitude can be a powerful tool here. When you appreciate what you have, the desire to measure up to others diminishes. Social media often fuels the comparison game. If scrolling through your feed leaves you feeling envious or inadequate, it's time to take a step back. Curate your digital space by unfollowing accounts that don't inspire or uplift you. Better yet, limit your time online and invest that energy in personal growth, hobbies, or meaningful connections. Remember, life is not a race or a competition. It's a personal journey, and everyone's path looks different. By letting go of unnecessary comparisons, you'll free yourself to fully embrace your own story. Your worth isn't defined by how you stack up against others. It's defined by how true you are to yourself and the progress you make on your unique journey. Have you ever felt like, no matter how hard you try, relationships just don't seem to work? Maybe you've followed every piece of advice: be kind, give her space, or just be yourself, only to end up feeling frustrated, confused, or even heartbroken. Here's the hard truth. Everything you think you know about attracting women might be wrong. The game of attraction isn't as straightforward as it seems, and the rules most men follow, they're set up to fail. But what if I told you there's a way to understand the real psychology behind what women truly want? It's not about manipulation or cheesy one-liners. It's about uncovering the subtle truths most men overlook. Truths that could completely transform how you approach dating and relationships. In this part, we're going to dive deep into 10 hidden weaknesses that every woman has. Secrets they won't openly share, but that every man should know. These aren't tricks or shallow tactics. They're insights that will help you connect on a deeper level and build meaningful relationships. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of what really drives attraction and how to use that knowledge to improve your confidence, interactions, and results. So, if you're ready to leave outdated advice behind and discover what really works, stay tuned. And before we dive in, let me ask, are you ready to change the way you think about attraction? If so, drop a comment below saying, "I'm ready." Let's transform your understanding of relationships, starting now. 1. The constant man. In today's world, where uncertainty often defines relationships, reliability is a rare and highly attractive trait. Women are naturally drawn to men who demonstrate consistency in their words, actions, and commitments. Why? Because consistency is a signal of emotional stability, trustworthiness, and maturity, qualities that every woman values deeply in a partner. Being a constant man means standing firm in who you are and what you promise. It's not about grand gestures or extravagant displays of affection. It's about showing up when you say you will, following through on your commitments, and being a dependable presence in someone's life. Many men underestimate the power of stability in relationships. They start strong, making promises and setting expectations, only to falter when things get tough. This inconsistency creates doubt and erodes trust, leaving women hesitant to invest emotionally. When you're consistent, you stand out from the crowd. Women live in a world full of fleeting attention spans and unreliable interactions. Social media is a constant reminder of how easily people can move on. The constant man, however, is different. He's the rock amidst the chaos. Whether it's sending a thoughtful text at the end of a busy day or keeping your word on a small promise, these actions build an emotional foundation that strengthens over time. Being constant doesn't mean being rigid or predictable. It's about being stable yet adaptable. It means being reliable without being boring, present without being overbearing. When you can provide this kind of emotional security, you become someone she can depend on, a rare and valuable trait in today's world. 2. Confidence. Confidence is often cited as one of the most attractive qualities a man can possess, but true confidence is not what most people think it is. It's not arrogance, bravado, or dominating a room with loud energy. Genuine confidence is quiet, steady, and deeply rooted in a man's understanding of his own worth. It comes from within, and it's magnetic because it shows self-assurance without the need for external validation. A confident man doesn't seek approval from others to feel valuable. He knows who he is, what he wants, and what he brings to the table. This inner stability is refreshing in a world where insecurity often masquerades as confidence. Women who often battle their own insecurities find comfort and attraction in a man who is secure in himself. He doesn't need to boast or prove his worth because his actions and demeanor speak for themselves. Confidence also manifests in how you handle challenges. A confident man doesn't crumble under pressure or let setbacks define him. Instead, he sees obstacles as opportunities to grow and improve. This resilience is incredibly appealing because it demonstrates strength and character. One of the most attractive aspects of genuine confidence is its impact on how you interact with others. A confident man listens more than he talks, doesn't feel the need to control every conversation, and doesn't shy away from vulnerability. He's approachable, grounded, and authentic. To cultivate this kind of confidence, focus on small wins. Set goals, achieve them, and build trust in yourself. Over time, you'll realize that confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being comfortable with who you are, flaws and all. And when you embody this, you won't need to chase validation. It will naturally gravitate toward you. 3. Ambition. Ambition is a quality that sets a man apart in a world where mediocrity often feels like the norm. An ambitious man stands out because he has a vision for his life, clear goals, and the drive to consistently work toward them. He's not just existing, he's moving forward, building something meaningful, and demonstrating purpose and progress. Women are naturally drawn to this energy because ambition signifies growth, resilience, and an exciting future. Ambition doesn't mean you need to be striving for fame or wealth, though those can be byproducts of it. It's about having a direction in life and a commitment to bettering yourself and your circumstances. Whether you're advancing in your career, learning a new skill, or pursuing personal passions, ambition is about showing that you're not stagnant. It tells the world, and any potential partner, that you're actively engaged in shaping your destiny. For women, being with an ambitious man can feel inspiring and empowering. It signals that you're not afraid to challenge yourself, take risks, and adapt when necessary. Ambition doesn't just apply to work. It also reflects how you approach relationships, personal development, and life itself. It's about striving for excellence in all areas, not perfection, but consistent improvement. However, ambition must be balanced with humility. True ambition isn't about stepping on others to get ahead or becoming consumed by your goals. Instead, it's about maintaining your values and integrity while progressing steadily. When a woman sees that your ambition is rooted in purpose and authenticity, it becomes a magnetizing force, showing her that you're not just a man with a dream. You're someone with the determination to make it a reality. 4. The rebel. There's something undeniably intriguing about the rebel archetype, the man who doesn't conform to societal expectations, who exudes mystery, unpredictability, and emotional control. The allure of the bad boy isn't rooted in rudeness or aggression. It's about confidence, independence, and a refusal to play by conventional rules. This kind of man captivates women because he represents excitement, challenge, and the promise of something different. Rebels aren't afraid to stand apart from the crowd. They live life on their terms, unapologetically embracing who they are and what they value. This self-assuredness is irresistible because it breaks the mold of predictability. Women are naturally drawn to the thrill of the unknown, an air of unpredictability that keeps them intrigued and engaged. However, the most attractive rebels aren't the ones who are reckless or inconsiderate. True rebellion lies in emotional control and self-discipline. The rebel doesn't allow external circumstances or people to dictate his emotions. He maintains composure even in challenging situations, and his calm demeanor is both reassuring and magnetic. Mystery is another key component of the rebel's charm. He doesn't overshare or make himself entirely available. This doesn't mean playing games, but rather maintaining a sense of independence and privacy. By keeping some parts of his life and thoughts to himself, he creates an air of curiosity that draws others closer. To embody the rebel archetype, focus on cultivating your independence, emotional resilience, and authenticity. Don't seek approval or validation. Be comfortable in your skin and confident in your choices. It's not about being a bad person, it's about being unapologetically you. When you balance this with respect and kindness, you can captivate without crossing into arrogance, creating a magnetic aura of intrigue and confidence. 5. Ignoring attention. In a world where attention is abundant and easily given, the man who doesn't immediately offer validation stands out. Ignoring attention isn't about being rude or indifferent. It's about demonstrating self-respect, emotional independence, and value. When a man doesn't immediately shower a woman with compliments or seek her approval, he creates an air of mystery and intrigue. This subtle restraint makes his attention more meaningful and valuable when given. Women are naturally drawn to men who are selective with their focus because it signals that they are not desperate or easily swayed. In a culture where likes, messages, and compliments are just a click away, attention has become a diluted currency. The man who withholds it strategically makes a statement. His attention must be earned, not taken for granted. This dynamic taps into a psychological principle. Scarcity creates value. The less accessible you make yourself, the more intriguing you become. When you're not readily available or overly eager, you compel others to invest their time and energy in seeking your attention. It's not about playing games, but about maintaining healthy boundaries and focusing on your own goals and interests. However, ignoring attention doesn't mean being dismissive or arrogant. It's about balancing restraint with authenticity. When you do offer your attention, it should be genuine and thoughtful, showing that you're capable of recognizing someone's worth without giving away your energy frivolously. This approach not only boosts your perceived value, but also sets the stage for a deeper, more meaningful connection. 6. Preselection. Preselection is a powerful psychological phenomenon that influences attraction. Women are naturally more drawn to men who are already desired by other women. This isn't about fostering jealousy, but about signaling value and desirability. If other women find you attractive, it suggests that you possess qualities worth admiring, whether it's confidence, charisma, or emotional intelligence. Think of preselection as social proof. In the same way people are drawn to a crowded restaurant or a popular product, women are subconsciously attracted to men who are seen as high value by others. This doesn't mean you need to flaunt your relationships or create unnecessary drama, but having a social circle that includes women can naturally enhance your appeal. When women observe that others gravitate toward you, it implies that you have qualities worth competing for. It also taps into a sense of curiosity. What is it about you that others find so compelling? This intrigue often leads to a deeper interest, encouraging women to want to uncover your unique traits for themselves. To embody the power of preselection, focus on building authentic connections with people of all genders. Cultivate a life that reflects your values, interests, and passions, and let your actions speak for themselves. Be someone who is admired not just for appearance, but for substance, ambition, and emotional maturity. Preselection isn't about manipulation or deception. It's about showing that you're a man of value who attracts quality connections naturally. When you balance this with humility and respect, you create an irresistible aura of desirability that stands out in any crowd. 7. Masculinity. Authentic masculinity is not about dominance or aggression. It's about embodying emotional strength, stability, and the ability to provide a sense of security. In a world where roles and expectations are constantly evolving, the essence of true masculinity lies in being a pillar of reliability and resilience. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude inner strength, not through force, but through their ability to remain grounded and composed in the face of challenges. This kind of masculinity signals that a man can handle the ups and downs of life with maturity and wisdom, making him a safe and dependable partner. Emotional strength is particularly attractive because it demonstrates self-awareness and the capacity to manage one's feelings without becoming overwhelmed or reactive. A masculine man also offers stability, not just financial or physical, but emotional stability as well. This means being consistent in actions and words, showing that you're someone who can be counted on no matter the circumstances. It's about having a calm presence that reassures others, especially in moments of uncertainty. Providing a sense of security doesn't mean being overprotective or controlling. Instead, it's about creating an environment where a partner feels valued, respected, and safe to express themselves. This involves listening without judgment, supporting growth, and standing firm in your values while remaining adaptable to change. True masculinity isn't about adhering to outdated stereotypes. It's about cultivating strength, empathy, and confidence in equal measure. When you embody these qualities, you naturally become someone others trust, admire, and feel deeply connected to. 8. Charismatic leadership. Charismatic leadership is a magnetic quality that draws people in, especially women. It's not about being domineering or controlling. It's about inspiring confidence through decisiveness, clarity, and a sense of purpose. Women are instinctively attracted to men who demonstrate leadership because it signals competence, direction, and the ability to navigate life's complexities. Leadership begins with decisiveness. A man who knows what he wants and takes steps to achieve it conveys a sense of control over his life. This doesn't mean making every decision alone or dismissing others' input. Rather, it's about taking responsibility and confidently guiding a situation to its best outcome. When a man leads with purpose, he shows that he's not aimlessly drifting, but moving toward meaningful goals, which is inherently attractive. Charismatic leaders also possess the ability to uplift others. They listen, empathize, and inspire those around them. In relationships, this means being someone who encourages growth and fosters a sense of partnership. Women value a man who makes them feel seen and appreciated, while also providing the stability of a clear vision for the future. Importantly, leadership isn't about dominance, but collaboration. It's about being someone who can make decisions while considering the needs and desires of others. A true leader exudes confidence without arrogance, authority without oppression, and ambition without disregard for those they care about. Cultivating charismatic leadership involves honing your ability to communicate effectively, make thoughtful decisions, and remain steadfast under pressure. When you embody these traits, you not only inspire admiration, but also build deeper, more meaningful connections with those around you. 9. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a vital yet often overlooked trait in relationships. It's the ability to understand and manage your own emotions while also empathizing with and responding to the emotions of others. This quality creates a foundation for deeper, more meaningful connections. At its core, emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness, the capacity to recognize your feelings and understand how they influence your behavior. For men, this means being in tune with what triggers stress, frustration, or anger, and knowing how to navigate these emotions constructively. Instead of reacting impulsively, a man with emotional intelligence processes his emotions calmly and thoughtfully, which fosters trust and respect in a relationship. Empathy is another cornerstone of emotional intelligence. Women are naturally drawn to men who can listen without judgment, validate their feelings, and offer genuine support. Sometimes it's not about solving a problem, but simply being present and showing that you care. Emotional intelligence enables you to recognize these moments and respond with compassion instead of trying to fix everything. Additionally, emotional intelligence helps build resilience in the face of challenges. Life is unpredictable, and being able to manage stress and adapt to changing circumstances demonstrates maturity and strength. This makes you a more reliable partner and someone who can weather the storms of life without falling apart. By cultivating emotional intelligence, you not only enhance your relationships, but also develop a deeper understanding of yourself. This creates a powerful synergy of self-assurance and empathy that women find irresistibly attractive. 10. Passionate interests. Passion is magnetic. When you're genuinely passionate about something, whether it's your career, hobbies, or personal growth, it sends a clear signal that you're driven, purposeful, and deeply engaged with life. This energy is incredibly attractive, as it showcases authenticity and a zest for living. Having passionate interests reveals that you're not merely coasting through life, but actively pursuing what excites and fulfills you. Whether it's mastering a skill, building a business, or dedicating time to an artistic pursuit, passion highlights your commitment to something beyond superficialities. It shows that you're self-motivated and have a strong sense of identity, both of which are highly appealing qualities. Moreover, passion is contagious. When you talk about something that lights you up, it inspires others to connect with their own interests and dreams. Women are drawn to this enthusiasm because it signifies depth and individuality. It's not about impressing others with your accomplishments, but about showing how much you care about the things that matter to you. Importantly, passionate interests also demonstrate balance and self-sufficiency. A man who invests time in his passions is seen as someone who doesn't rely solely on a partner for fulfillment. This independence makes relationships healthier and more dynamic, as both partners are encouraged to grow individually and together. If you haven't yet found something you're passionate about, explore new activities, learn new skills, or dive into areas that intrigue you. Genuine passion isn't something you force. It's something you discover. Once you do, it will naturally elevate your energy and make you more attractive to those around you. Passion is not only about living with purpose, but also about sharing that spark with others in a meaningful way. Have you ever felt like life is spinning out of control no matter how hard you try to find balance? Maybe you've been searching for peace, happiness, or purpose, but it always feels just out of reach. What if I told you that the answer isn't in changing your circumstances, but in changing your perspective? Welcome to a journey that could redefine the way you see the world and yourself. In this part, I invite you to dive into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has transformed lives for centuries. Together, we'll uncover powerful lessons that teach us how to face adversity with courage, embrace simplicity, and cultivate inner strength. This isn't about abstract ideas or lofty theories. It's about practical tools you can use right now to reclaim your peace, find clarity, and live with purpose. From the transformative power of gratitude to mastering resilience in the toughest times, these teachings will help you not just survive life's challenges, but thrive through them. Stay with me till the end, because these insights have the potential to completely shift your mindset and give you the keys to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. If you're ready to take control and become the master of your own destiny. Let's begin this powerful journey together. The path to inner peace and unshakable strength starts here. 1. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most transformative practices you can incorporate into your life. It's not just about saying thank you, it's a profound shift in perspective. Too often, we focus on what we lack, what we don't have, what we haven't achieved, or what we feel we're missing. This scarcity mindset creates a sense of dissatisfaction, making it easy to overlook the blessings already present in our lives. Gratitude, however, turns that around. It forces us to pause and recognize the abundance we often take for granted. Consider the small yet essential aspects of life: a roof over your head, food on your table, and people who care for you. These are not minor details, they are fundamental treasures. Ancient Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of appreciating the present moment and the simple pleasures it holds. By practicing gratitude, you shift your focus from external desires to internal contentment, creating a profound sense of joy and fulfillment. Cultivating gratitude doesn't require grand gestures. Start small. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. Write them down in a journal or simply say them aloud. Over time, this practice rewires your brain, encouraging you to see the positive in every situation, even challenges. For example, instead of complaining about a stressful workday, you might feel grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow. Gratitude also enhances your relationships. When you express appreciation to others, it deepens your connections and fosters mutual respect. It's a simple yet powerful act that benefits both you and those around you. Embrace gratitude and watch how it transforms your outlook on life. It's not just a feel-good practice, it's a path to genuine abundance and joy. 2. Love yourself first. Self-love is not selfish, it's foundational. Without a deep sense of self-compassion and self-respect, it becomes impossible to build meaningful relationships or pursue personal growth. Loving yourself means recognizing your inherent worth and treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a dear friend. This principle is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to value our strengths while embracing our flaws as opportunities for growth. Too often, people equate self-love with arrogance or complacency, but true self-love is neither. It's about understanding your own value and taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Start by acknowledging your strengths, those unique qualities that make you who you are. Simultaneously, learn to accept your imperfections. They are not failures, but lessons, shaping you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. One of the most important aspects of self-love is setting boundaries. Respecting yourself means protecting your energy and saying no to situations or people that drain you. It also involves prioritizing self-care. Whether it's eating healthily, exercising, or taking time for relaxation, these habits are not luxuries. They are necessities for a balanced and fulfilling life. Self-love also means embracing mistakes as part of the journey. When you fall, don't berate yourself. Instead, pick yourself up with compassion and resolve to do better. This mindset fosters resilience and inner peace, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with grace. By loving yourself, you set the standard for how others should treat you. When you radiate confidence and self-respect, you naturally attract relationships and opportunities that align with your values. Remember, the relationship you have with yourself is the foundation for every other relationship in your life. Start there. Embrace your worth, nurture your strengths, and approach your flaws with kindness. Loving yourself first isn't just transformative. It's the key to living a life of purpose and authenticity. 3. The importance of small pleasures. In a world that often celebrates grand achievements and monumental milestones, it's easy to overlook the simple joys that make life truly meaningful. Yet happiness isn't hidden in extravagant events or monumental successes. It's woven into the fabric of everyday moments. The warmth of the morning sun, the smell of fresh coffee, or a heartfelt conversation with a friend can hold as much, if not more, value than life's bigger occasions. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the power of living in the present and finding contentment in what already exists. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This mindset encourages us to appreciate the small, often unnoticed aspects of our daily lives. These small pleasures, when acknowledged, provide grounding and a sense of gratitude that elevates our overall happiness. To cultivate an appreciation for these moments, practice mindfulness. For example, during a walk, pause to admire the colors of the sky or the rustling of leaves. During meals, savor the flavors and textures of your food instead of rushing through them. These simple acts of presence not only enrich your day-to-day experiences, but also reduce stress and create a sense of calm. The beauty of small pleasures lies in their accessibility. You don't need wealth, fame, or extraordinary circumstances to enjoy them. They're available to everyone, every day. They remind us that life isn't just about the destination, but about savoring the journey. By embracing and celebrating these moments, you'll find that happiness is always within reach, right where you are. 4. The strength of resilience. Resilience is one of the most valuable traits you can develop, acting as a shield during life's inevitable storms. It's the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and grow stronger through adversity. Stoic philosophy places resilience at its core, teaching that challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that obstacles could become the way forward. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This powerful perspective reframes difficulties, allowing us to see them as stepping stones rather than barriers. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about developing the mindset and skills to endure and rise above it. Building resilience begins with self-awareness and acceptance. Understand that challenges are a natural part of life, not a sign of failure. When difficulties arise, focus on what you can control, your actions, thoughts, and responses, rather than what you cannot. This shift in focus empowers you to remain calm and effective, even in the face of uncertainty. Resilience also thrives on preparation. Strengthen your mental and emotional well-being through habits like regular exercise, mindfulness, and maintaining a strong support network. These practices create a solid foundation, enabling you to weather storms with greater ease. Perhaps the most transformative aspect of resilience is its ability to foster growth. Each time you overcome an obstacle, you gain confidence in your ability to handle future challenges. This confidence builds a positive feedback loop, turning adversity into a source of strength and wisdom. Resilience is not about never falling. It's about always rising. By cultivating this strength, you not only survive life's trials, but thrive because of them, transforming hardship into an essential part of your journey toward a more meaningful and fulfilled life. 5. Transform difficulties into opportunities. Life is filled with challenges, and it's tempting to view them as roadblocks preventing you from reaching your goals. However, the Stoics believed that difficulties are not impediments, but opportunities in disguise. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way," emphasizing that every obstacle carries the potential to propel you forward if you choose to see it differently. Reframing difficulties begins with a mindset shift. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Adversity forces you out of your comfort zone, compelling you to develop skills, resilience, and perspectives that you might not have otherwise considered. For instance, a job loss might feel devastating initially, but it could open the door to exploring a more fulfilling career path. Turning obstacles into stepping stones requires action. Break the problem into smaller, manageable parts, and focus on what you can control. This process not only makes the challenge less overwhelming, but also fosters a sense of empowerment. Reflect on past difficulties and how they shaped you. Often, the toughest moments lead to the greatest growth. Moreover, embrace the discomfort that comes with challenges. Growth seldom occurs in ease. It's the struggle that refines and strengthens you. Each difficulty you overcome builds confidence, teaching you that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way. Life's obstacles aren't meant to derail you. They're meant to forge a stronger, wiser version of yourself. By viewing difficulties as opportunities, you cultivate a mindset of continuous growth and transformation, turning life's trials into triumphs. 6. Cultivate meaningful relationships. Human connection is one of the most vital aspects of a fulfilling life. The Stoics recognize that meaningful relationships are essential for emotional well-being and personal growth. As Seneca noted, one of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood. Meaningful relationships don't happen by chance. They require intentional effort. Start by surrounding yourself with people who inspire, support, and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. These connections provide a foundation of trust and encouragement, making it easier to navigate life's ups and downs. To build deep relationships, practice active listening and empathy. Show genuine interest in others' thoughts, feelings, and experiences. This not only strengthens your bond, but also fosters mutual respect and understanding. Prioritize quality over quantity. It's better to have a few authentic connections than numerous superficial ones. Healthy relationships also challenge you to grow. The right people will push you to step outside your comfort zone, helping you identify and overcome your limitations. They will celebrate your successes and hold you accountable when you stray from your values. Equally important is letting go of toxic connections that drain your energy and hinder your growth. Protecting your peace is essential, and sometimes this means creating distance from relationships that no longer serve you. Meaningful relationships enrich your life in countless ways. They provide emotional support, broaden your perspective, and remind you of the beauty of human connection. Invest in these bonds with care and intention, and you'll find that they become a source of strength, joy, and inspiration on your journey. 7. The power of purpose. Purpose is the compass that gives life direction, meaning, and fulfillment. Without it, you risk drifting through life aimlessly, reacting to circumstances instead of shaping them. The Stoics emphasize the importance of living with intention, aligning your actions with your values and virtues. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Stop wandering about. You aren't going to live forever. You've been procrastinating, neglecting yourself and your purpose long enough." Finding purpose begins with self-reflection. Ask yourself what truly matters. What are your core values? What activities ignite a sense of passion and fulfillment? Identifying your purpose isn't about achieving external accolades, but discovering what makes life meaningful to you personally. Purpose acts as a stabilizing force, particularly during difficult times. When faced with challenges, knowing your why can motivate you to persevere. For instance, someone committed to helping others might push through hardships because they're driven by a larger mission to make a difference. Living with purpose also enhances daily life. It transforms mundane tasks into meaningful actions, as each step contributes to a greater goal. Whether you're pursuing a career, nurturing relationships, or working on personal growth, aligning these efforts with your purpose makes every moment feel significant. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as striving to be a better parent, contributing to your community, or creating art that inspires others. What matters is that it resonates with you and aligns with your values. When you live with purpose, you wake up each day with clarity and enthusiasm. You're no longer swayed by distractions or setbacks because you know the path you're on. Purpose provides not only direction, but also the inner peace that comes from knowing you're living authentically and intentionally. 8. Live in the present. The present moment is the only reality we truly have, yet many of us spend our lives trapped in the past or worrying about the future. The Stoics believed that by focusing on the here and now, we could unlock a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. As Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Living in the present begins with letting go of past regrets. While it's natural to reflect on previous mistakes or missed opportunities, dwelling on them only drains your energy and prevents you from moving forward. Instead, view the past as a teacher. Learn from it and then release it. Similarly, fretting about the future creates unnecessary anxiety. While planning is important, overthinking about what might happen robs you of the joy and opportunities of the present. The future will unfold regardless of your worry, so focus instead on what you can do now to shape it positively. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful way to anchor yourself in the present. Simple activities like focusing on your breath, savoring your meals, or taking a walk in nature can bring you back to the moment. Engage fully in your surroundings and appreciate the small details, the warmth of the sun, the laughter of a friend, or the taste of your favorite drink. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring responsibilities or avoiding planning. It means balancing your awareness so that your energy is directed toward what you can control, your actions and choices in this moment. By embracing the present, you free yourself from the weight of the past and the uncertainty of the future. This clarity allows you to experience life more fully, building a sense of peace and gratitude for each passing moment. 9. Discover your passion. Passion is the fuel that energizes your life and gives your actions meaning. When you find something that excites you, it becomes a powerful motivator, driving you to push past obstacles and achieve your goals. The Stoics emphasized aligning your efforts with your natural inclinations and talents, urging us to live authentically. Discovering your passion starts with exploration. What activities make you lose track of time? What skills or interests come naturally to you? Reflect on moments when you felt most alive and connected to your work or surroundings. These clues can guide you toward your true passions. Pursuing your passion doesn't mean you need to quit your job or overhaul your life overnight. Start small. Dedicate a few hours a week to the things that excite you. Over time, these small efforts can grow into something larger and more impactful. For example, someone who loves painting could begin by taking weekend classes, eventually turning it into a side business or a therapeutic outlet. Living passionately also benefits others. When you invest in what you love, your enthusiasm becomes contagious, inspiring those around you. Passionate individuals often create ripple effects, leaving a positive impact on their communities and workplaces. However, discovering your passion isn't just about personal fulfillment. It's about contributing to the world in a meaningful way. When your talents and passions intersect with the needs of others, you create a lasting legacy. Remember, passion doesn't mean perfection. It's about embracing what excites you, even if you're not the best at it. By following your passions, you build a life filled with purpose, energy, and joy. 10. Prioritize self-care. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity for living a balanced, healthy life. The Stoics understood that taking care of your physical and mental well-being was essential for resilience and inner peace. Epictetus taught that we must tend to our bodies and minds with the same care as a gardener nurtures their plants. Prioritizing self-care starts with the basics. rest, nutrition, and exercise. Adequate sleep restores your body and sharpens your mind, while a balanced diet fuels you with the energy to tackle life's challenges. Regular physical activity not only strengthens your body, but also releases endorphins that elevate your mood and reduce stress. Equally important is setting boundaries. Protect your time and energy by saying no to obligations that drain you unnecessarily. This doesn't mean avoiding responsibility, but rather recognizing when to step back to recharge. For instance, carving out time for hobbies, relaxation, or simply doing nothing can be profoundly restorative. Mental self-care is just as crucial. Practices like mindfulness and journaling can help you process emotions and gain clarity. Take breaks from digital distractions and create moments of stillness in your day to reconnect with yourself. Self-care also involves surrounding yourself with positive influences. Choose relationships and environments that uplift and support you. Toxic interactions drain your energy, while supportive connections help you thrive. By making self-care a priority, you build a foundation for resilience. You're better equipped to handle stress, navigate challenges, and maintain focus on what truly matters. It's not selfish to prioritize your well-being. In fact, it allows you to show up more fully for others and lead a life of strength and balance. Remember, taking care of yourself is an investment in your long-term happiness and success. 11. Overcome perfectionism. Perfectionism can be a silent thief of joy, robbing you of satisfaction in your achievements and stalling your progress in life. While striving for excellence is admirable, chasing unattainable standards of perfection often leads to frustration, self-doubt, and burnout. The Stoics understood this dilemma, urging us to embrace imperfection as an integral part of being human. Accepting imperfection starts with a shift in mindset. Recognize that mistakes and flaws are not failures, they're opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Instead of being paralyzed by the fear of making a mistake, focus on what you can learn from the experience. Progress, not perfection, should be your goal. Celebrate small victories and acknowledge the effort you've invested, even if the result isn't flawless. By valuing progress, you build confidence and momentum to keep moving forward. For instance, if you're learning a new skill, such as playing an instrument or starting a business, allow yourself to make mistakes and grow through the process. Self-compassion is another antidote to perfectionism. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend who is struggling. Criticism may motivate in the short term, but encouragement fosters long-term growth and resilience. Ultimately, life's imperfections add beauty and authenticity to your journey. Embracing them frees you to take risks, pursue your passions, and connect with others on a deeper level. By overcoming perfectionism, you unlock a sense of freedom and fulfillment that perfection could never provide. 12. The magic of creativity. Creativity is a gift that allows us to explore, solve, and express. It's not limited to artists or musicians. Creativity is a tool for everyone to enrich life and navigate challenges with innovation. The Stoics valued creativity not only as a means of self-expression, but also as a way to approach problems from fresh perspectives. Engaging your creative side begins with curiosity. Look at everyday situations and ask, how can this be different? For example, a mundane task like cooking can become an opportunity to experiment with flavors or techniques. turning it into a source of joy and exploration. Creativity thrives in the act of trying new things and stepping outside your comfort zone. Creativity is also a powerful problem-solving tool. When faced with a challenge, brainstorm unconventional solutions. This approach not only fosters innovation, but also builds resilience. The Stoics believed in adaptability, and creativity embodies this principle by helping us reframe obstacles into opportunities. Moreover, creativity connects you with your inner self. Writing, painting, or even gardening can serve as therapeutic outlets, allowing you to process emotions and find clarity. These activities encourage mindfulness, grounding you in the present moment while offering a sense of accomplishment. The benefits of creativity extend beyond personal enrichment. Sharing your creative pursuits can inspire others and strengthen connections. Whether it's showcasing your photography, sharing ideas in a meeting, or teaching a skill, your creativity can leave a positive impact on the world around you. Embrace the magic of creativity as a daily practice. It's not about being perfect or producing masterpieces. It's about exploring, expressing, and growing. By nurturing your creative side, you add depth and color to your life, discovering endless possibilities for joy and innovation. Imagine being surrounded by toxic people, draining your energy and constantly disturbing your peace. Frustrating, right? But what if I told you there's a way to transform this chaos into a life of balance and control? In this part, we'll explore 12 powerful strategies inspired by Stoic philosophy that will help you not only handle toxic individuals, but also emerge stronger and more resilient. You'll learn how to stay calm in the face of negativity, respond with wisdom instead of anger, and turn challenges into opportunities for growth. Curious about how to set boundaries without guilt, or how to maintain your peace even when others try to provoke you? These are just a few of the life-changing insights waiting for you. The ancient Stoics believed that true power lies in mastering your inner world, regardless of external chaos. By applying these timeless lessons, you'll build an unshakable foundation of emotional strength, one that shields you from negativity and empowers you to take control of your life. So stay until the end, because what you're about to discover could redefine how you handle toxic people and protect your peace. Don't let negativity dictate your life. Learn how to navigate it with clarity and strength. If you're ready to take this transformative journey, leave a comment below saying, "I'm ready." And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue creating impactful content just like this. Now, let's dive into the first strategy: pruning toxic influences from your life. 1. Pruning toxic influences. Think of your mind as a garden where every thought and emotion you cultivate is like a precious flower. Just as a gardener must remove weeds to allow flowers to thrive, you must identify and remove toxic influences from your life to protect your mental and emotional well-being. These weeds can come in many forms: negative people, draining relationships, or even unhealthy environments. The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, emphasized the importance of controlling your inner world, stating, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." To nurture your inner peace, it's crucial to recognize the people or situations that disrupt it. Toxic individuals often exhibit behaviors like constant negativity, manipulation, or criticism, leaving you feeling drained and disheartened. Their influence can cloud your judgment, hinder your personal growth, and create unnecessary stress. To begin pruning these influences, take a step back and evaluate your relationships honestly. Who uplifts you and who leaves you feeling depleted? Recognizing these patterns is the first step to reclaiming your energy. Once identified, you don't need to make dramatic changes overnight. Start by reducing interactions with these individuals, focusing on those who bring positivity and encouragement into your life. Pruning toxic influences doesn't mean abandoning compassion or burning bridges unnecessarily. Instead, it's about prioritizing your well-being and creating space for relationships that align with your values and aspirations. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca advised, surround yourself with people who make you better. Protecting your peace is not selfish, it's an act of self-respect and an essential step toward living a fulfilling and balanced life. 2. Set boundaries. Setting boundaries is like building a protective wall around your inner peace, ensuring that no one can intrude on your mental and emotional space without your consent. Toxic individuals often thrive on pushing limits, exploiting your kindness, and draining your energy. Without clear boundaries, you risk sacrificing your well-being to accommodate their negativity. The Stoics understood the importance of maintaining control over what you allow into your life. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring about what they say, or think, or do, only what you do." Establishing boundaries isn't about shutting people out. It's about defining how others interact with you in ways that preserve your balance and peace. Start by identifying behaviors that leave you feeling uncomfortable or overwhelmed. Is it a friend's constant negativity, a colleague's unsolicited advice, or a family member's manipulative tendencies? Once you're aware of these triggers, communicate your boundaries clearly and calmly. For example, instead of accusing someone with, "You're always so critical," you could say, "I feel overwhelmed when the focus is on negativity. Let's keep our conversation constructive." Remember, setting boundaries requires consistency and firmness. Toxic individuals may resist at first, testing your resolve. Stay true to your limits and don't feel guilty for protecting yourself. Boundaries are not a form of punishment. They're an essential part of self-care and self-respect. By setting clear boundaries, you take back control of your interactions and prevent others from draining your energy or disrupting your peace. It's a practice of asserting your value and prioritizing your well-being, allowing you to maintain harmony in a chaotic world. 3. Handle manipulative people. Manipulative people thrive on confusion and emotional vulnerability. They often use subtle tactics like guilt, flattery, or pressure to influence your actions and undermine your boundaries. Dealing with such individuals can be draining. But the Stoic philosophy offers a powerful tool, the technique of calm and consistent repetition. When faced with manipulation, remember Epictetus's wisdom. No person has the power to have anything over you unless you let them. This principle is the foundation of reclaiming control in manipulative situations. The technique of repetition involves responding to manipulative attempts with a steady, clear, and unwavering position. For instance, if someone tries to guilt you into doing something against your values, you might calmly repeat, "I understand your perspective, but my decision remains the same." This consistent response blocks their attempts to derail your reasoning with emotional ploys. Manipulative people often rely on creating emotional turbulence to wear you down, but your calmness becomes your shield. Imagine a rock standing firm against crashing waves. No matter how intense the manipulation, your steady repetition disarms their tactics and keeps you in control. This approach is not about confrontation, but about maintaining clarity and peace in the face of manipulation. It sends a strong message. Your decisions are grounded in your values and reason, not in external pressure. Over time, manipulative individuals will realize that their strategies are ineffective and they are less likely to target you. Mastering this technique takes practice, but it's a vital skill in protecting your boundaries and emotional well-being. By staying composed and consistent, you turn manipulation into an opportunity to assert your autonomy and reinforce your inner strength. 4. Don't fall for provocations. Toxic individuals often provoke others to elicit emotional reactions, feeding off the chaos they create. They may use insults, criticism, or passive-aggressive comments to spark anger or defensiveness. Falling into this trap can disrupt your peace and give them the control they seek. The Stoics provide an antidote to this: practicing indifference. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle reminds us that the power to remain calm lies within us, not in the behavior of others. When someone tries to provoke you, view their actions as external noise, separate from your inner self. This mindset allows you to observe their behavior without internalizing it. To avoid reacting to provocations, focus on detachment. Recognize that their words or actions are a reflection of their character, not yours. Picture yourself as a serene lake. No matter how much someone tries to disturb the surface, the depths remain calm. By maintaining this perspective, you can prevent their negativity from affecting your emotions. Responding with indifference doesn't mean ignoring the situation completely. It means choosing not to react emotionally. For example, if someone criticizes you unfairly, instead of snapping back, you can respond calmly with, "Thank you for your input. I'll consider it." This neutral response diffuses the tension and denies them the reaction they're seeking. Practicing stoic indifference takes discipline, but it's a powerful way to protect your peace. By refusing to fall for provocations, you assert control over your emotional state and demonstrate resilience. Over time, you'll find that toxic individuals lose their ability to disrupt your balance, allowing you to navigate life with greater strength and clarity. 5. Choose silence wisely. Silence is one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal when dealing with conflict or negativity. It may seem counterintuitive, especially when you feel the urge to defend yourself or prove a point, but silence can often speak louder than words. Choosing silence is not a sign of weakness. It's a demonstration of self-control and inner strength. The Stoics believed in the value of restraint. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "You always have the option of having no opinion." This wisdom teaches us that not every comment requires a response, and not every battle needs to be fought. When you choose silence, you disarm those who seek to provoke or engage you in unnecessary conflict. Imagine someone hurling insults or criticism your way, expecting a fiery reaction. Instead, you remain calm, composed, and silent. This unexpected response can be more impactful than any argument, as it denies them the satisfaction of seeing you lose your temper. Silence shows that you are unshaken, that their negativity does not have power over you. However, choosing silence wisely doesn't mean avoiding confrontation at all costs. It means picking your battles and recognizing when speaking up serves no purpose. For example, if someone is intent on arguing for the sake of it, silence allows you to conserve your energy and maintain your peace. On the other hand, if an issue genuinely needs addressing, silence can create space to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Silence also gives you time to reflect. It helps you process emotions and consider the best course of action. In the noise of conflict, silence becomes a sanctuary where clarity and reason thrive. By mastering the art of silence, you cultivate inner strength and show that your peace cannot be easily disturbed. 6. Don't let toxicity influence you. Toxic people can be like storms, loud, disruptive, and draining. Their negativity often feels overwhelming, but the key to maintaining your well-being lies in focusing on what you can control, your own responses and emotions. The Stoics taught that while we cannot change others' behaviors, we have the power to decide how we let those behaviors affect us. Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle is a cornerstone of protecting yourself from toxic influences. Instead of getting drawn into their negativity, create emotional distance. Visualize their behavior as external noise, something happening outside of you, not within you. Maintaining this perspective allows you to remain calm and grounded, no matter how chaotic their actions may seem. For example, if a toxic coworker constantly complains or criticizes, you can acknowledge their words without absorbing their energy. Respond politely, but don't engage in their negativity. Instead, redirect your focus to productive tasks or uplifting relationships. Setting boundaries is another vital step in managing toxicity. Decide how much time and energy you are willing to invest in interactions with such individuals. If necessary, limit your contact and protect your emotional space. Remember, this is not about isolation. It's about prioritizing your peace and well-being. By refusing to let toxicity influence you, you demonstrate resilience and emotional maturity. You take control of your inner world, creating a sanctuary that negativity cannot penetrate. This approach not only preserves your mental health but also sets a powerful example for others, showing that peace and self-control are stronger than any storm. 7. You're not alone. When dealing with negativity and toxicity, it's easy to feel isolated and overwhelmed. However, the truth is that you are never truly alone. Building a strong support system of like-minded, positive individuals can make all the difference in navigating life's challenges. These are the people who uplift you, inspire you, and remind you of your inner strength. The Stoics emphasized the importance of meaningful relationships. Seneca once said, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." This wisdom underscores the value of surrounding yourself with people who encourage growth and virtue. A good support system acts as a safety net, catching you when you falter and propelling you forward when you feel strong. Seek out individuals who share your values and aspirations. This could be close friends, family members, mentors, or even a community group focused on self-improvement. Engage in honest conversations, share your struggles, and celebrate victories together. These connections foster a sense of belonging and provide a space where you can be your authentic self without fear of judgment. Having a solid support system also counteracts the effects of toxic influences. When negativity threatens to drain you, a kind word or perspective from a trusted friend can ground you and restore your energy. They remind you that you're not defined by the opinions or behaviors of others, and they inspire you to stay true to your values. Remember, relationships require effort and reciprocity. Be there for your support system as much as they are there for you. By investing time and care into these bonds, you create a network of resilience and positivity that enriches your life and helps you face challenges with renewed confidence. 8. Take care of yourself. Self-care isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity, especially when dealing with toxic people or challenging environments. Prioritizing your emotional and physical well-being ensures that you have the strength and resilience to face negativity without becoming overwhelmed. Think of self-care as a shield that protects your peace of mind and replenishes your energy. The Stoics recognized the importance of maintaining balance in life. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This includes taking responsibility for your health, emotions, and overall state of being. Self-care allows you to regain control over your inner world, even when external circumstances feel chaotic. Start by addressing the basics. Ensure you're getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, and engaging in regular physical activity. These simple acts have a profound impact on your mental and physical health. Incorporate relaxation practices like meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature to calm your mind and reduce stress. Equally important is creating boundaries to protect your time and energy. Don't hesitate to say no to commitments or interactions that deplete you. Dedicate time each day to activities that bring you joy and recharge your spirit, whether it's reading, listening to music, or pursuing a hobby. Self-care also means being kind to yourself. Let go of self-criticism and practice self-compassion. Treat yourself as you would a close friend, acknowledging your efforts and forgiving your mistakes. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. By nurturing your well-being, you strengthen your ability to handle challenges, support others, and live a fulfilling life. When you prioritize self-care, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. 9. Don't absorb others' toxicity. Imagine yourself as a sturdy rock in the middle of a turbulent ocean. Waves crash against you, but you remain solid, unshaken. This is the essence of maintaining your inner peace when surrounded by toxicity. Toxic individuals often project their negativity onto others, but you have the power to decide whether or not to let it influence you. The Stoics taught that we cannot control external circumstances or other people's actions, but we can control our reactions. Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When someone directs their negativity toward you, it's essential to remember that their behavior reflects their internal struggles, not your worth. Detachment is key. This doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent, but rather emotionally distancing yourself from the toxicity. Picture yourself as an observer, watching their behavior without allowing it to penetrate your inner world. By maintaining this mental boundary, you protect your peace and energy. Focus on your own stability and growth. When faced with negativity, redirect your energy towards something productive or uplifting. Engage in practices like journaling, meditation, or physical activity to ground yourself. By prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being, you become less susceptible to the influence of others' toxicity. Remember, it's not your responsibility to fix or absorb someone else's negative energy. By maintaining your inner strength and detaching from the chaos around you, you can navigate life with clarity and resilience. Let the waves crash. They cannot erode the foundation of peace you've built within yourself. Let them go their own way. One of the hardest lessons in life is accepting that you cannot change others, no matter how much you care about them or want them to improve. This acceptance is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. As Epictetus observed, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. If someone resists change or clings to negativity, the most compassionate thing you can do for them and yourself is to let them go their own way. Trying to change someone who is unwilling often leads to frustration and conflict. It's like attempting to steer a ship that isn't yours. Instead, focus on what is within your control, your actions, your reactions, and your own growth. Release the need to fix or guide someone who refuses to take responsibility for their life. Letting go doesn't mean abandoning them with bitterness or resentment. It means recognizing their autonomy and allowing them the freedom to follow their own path, even if it diverges from yours. This act of release is an expression of respect for both yourself and the other person. If their presence in your life becomes a source of consistent negativity or harm, it's okay to distance yourself. Set boundaries that prioritize your well-being. This isn't an act of selfishness. It's a necessary step to preserve your peace and energy. As the Stoics remind us, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Ultimately, letting go creates space for healthier, more supportive relationships to flourish. It frees you from the burden of trying to control the uncontrollable and allows you to focus on your own journey. Trust that everyone has their own timeline for growth, and by releasing them with compassion, you not only honor their path, but also empower yourself to continue thriving on yours. 11. Master the art of detachment. Detachment is not about indifference or cutting people off without reason. It's about recognizing when a relationship or situation no longer serves your well-being. Harmful relationships can weigh you down emotionally, leaving little room for growth or happiness. By mastering the art of detachment, you create the space needed for healthier, more fulfilling connections to enter your life. The Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In this context, detachment is the way forward. It's not avoiding conflict, but embracing clarity and self-preservation. Detachment doesn't have to be abrupt. Think of it as a gradual tide pulling back from the shore. Start by reducing time spent with people who drain your energy or contribute negativity. Limit interactions to what is essential and prioritize relationships that uplift and inspire you. This process isn't about animosity. It's about protecting your emotional and mental well-being. Practicing detachment also involves self-reflection. Ask yourself, is this relationship aligned with my values? Does it add joy or growth to my life? These questions help you assess whether a connection is worth maintaining. If not, it's okay to let go with compassion. Creating boundaries and moving on from toxic dynamics opens the door to more meaningful connections. By mastering detachment, you amass control of your energy and ensure it's directed toward relationships and pursuits that nurture your well-being. 12. Forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward emotional freedom and personal growth. Like carrying a heavy anchor, holding on to guilt, shame, or resentment weighs you down and prevents forward progress. Forgiveness is the key to releasing these burdens and embracing a brighter, lighter future. The Stoics believed in accepting what cannot be changed and focusing on what can be influenced, our actions moving forward. Seneca wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." To forgive yourself is to accept that the past cannot be undone, but the future is entirely within your grasp. Start by acknowledging your mistakes without judgment. Recognize that imperfection is part of the human experience. We all falter, and each misstep provides an opportunity to learn and grow. Instead of punishing yourself, ask, "What can I take from this experience to become better?" Forgiveness also means shifting your inner narrative. Replace self-critical thoughts with compassionate ones. Treat yourself as you would a friend who is struggling, offering understanding and encouragement rather than blame. Self-compassion is not weakness, it's the foundation of resilience. Additionally, forgiving yourself involves letting go of resentment toward others. Holding grudges only prolongs emotional pain. As Epictetus reminded us, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By forgiving both yourself and others, you reclaim power over your emotions and life. Forgiveness is a process, not a one-time decision. It requires patience and practice. But as you release these emotional anchors, you'll find yourself moving forward with greater ease, clarity, and peace. It's not about erasing the past, but transforming it into a foundation for a stronger, more compassionate self. Remember, as the Stoics taught, every action we take shapes our character and the world around us. If you found value in this, let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's through shared wisdom that we grow together. And if you wish to continue walking this path of clarity, resilience, and self-mastery, subscribe to this channel. By doing so, you align yourself with a community of like-minded individuals striving for virtue and strength. Let's embark on this journey of personal growth together, one principle at a time.